That Twilight shot gets me every time after Noah's.
It's great
Yo,
though. It's so great.
it's like a
so great.
reminder that we have to, we have to go ahead and do a
It's
Twilight
lingering
episode.
there in the
Yeah,
shadows.
yeah. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the
happening?
Geekly discussion.
What's happening?
So, hey guys, I'm gonna make a quick announcement. I'm sorry that I couldn't make it home on time. My flight was delayed. For some of you that know, I travel for work all the time. So, yeah, man. So we're a little behind for a schedule for me, but everyone's ready to go, and so am I. So I may be off camera just for a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. All right, Noah, the floor is yours.
I am indeed the one hosting today. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Melissa, you're back. How are you?
You're back.
Where have you been? What have you been up to?
Well, I was the one way I can't even talk today. Jesus Christ. So the 1 week I was away
Put you on
because
the spot.
that was
No.
I had a showcase aerial ski I had to do, and then last week I had to deal with. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh shit, probably can't, but because it's so dark. But my ceiling fell in the house. So
Oh wow.
I was dealing with that. I was dealing with that last weekend.
Wow.
Because the first part, it was bubbles because a few years ago a tree branch hit the top of the roof and dislodged some of the tiles. And this house is a year older than I am, so it was made in '76. So for a few years it was just bubbled, right? Over 1 week span, the bubble just kept going and going and going until finally last Friday, my parents were even here a half hour before it happened and they had left. They just started coming down. And it first it was maybe the living room size, and then it took the rest towards my bed. Right now I have it propped up with a pole because I couldn't get the last pieces out. So yeah, that's been fun. So I've been a little stressed out, but other than that, it's been great.
We're doing great. We're doing great.
I think your aerial show went well, and then and then it was let's take a step back. Roof.
Well, there was just so much that happened that week too, because my dad, I don't know if you guys know, but my dad actually had to go into the hospital because he had about 2 liters of fluid in his lungs.
Whoa.
So he had to have that drained.
Is that pneumonia?
My mom was he had a quadruple bypass in March, and then he's been having trouble breathing, but he had kind of his strength back, but he would get winded really fast. So when he finally went to cardio rehab, they had done a test with him, and they're like, "Yo, we need you to go get a chest X-ray." When they did, they found the fluid, and they kept him in for 3 days. And as they were pumping out the fluid, they literally said it was a 2-liter bottle full of fluid from his left lung.
Oh boy!
But now he's breathing better and stuff like that. And
that's
my mom just got good news today that the cancer that she was dealing with, it looks like it's shrinking with the chemo. So
That's good.
at least some good news is coming through this.
Definitely prayers for you and the family, for sure.
Yeah,
Thanks.
for sure.
Ian, how are you doing? What have you been up to? What have you been up to since it's been a full week?
It's funny. I've been trying to stay off social media so I can not see any spoilers or what I mean for the new movie coming out. But I'm excited. You know what I mean? Just other than that, just like I said, working on music. Got some new music coming out, so you guys will be hearing that.
Oh hell yeah!
Soon. Yeah,
hell yeah! That's exciting.
Personally, I'm getting back into editing for a new interview that's going to be coming out soon on the podcast or on the Nerdbox channel. So we're going to be checking that out soon. I don't know, dealing with cat problems and taking them to the vet and all that fun stuff. But other than that, they're great. I'm great. We're all living like Larry over here. I'm very excited to talk about Spider-Man today. Big part of my childhood. I am the only person here as of right now that can say that only one of the movies was made before I was born. It was by a few months, but still, just wanted to point that out. Marcus, how are you doing, Marcus?
I'm good, man. Just working on our project, Alice from the Book of Bethel, getting that queued up, and also another project that I'm producing called Scissor Mouth. We landed two big actors that
Ooh.
jet. I'll just say one in particular is from the American Pie franchise, and the other is starring in the Fallout series. So,
Oh, please tell me you got Stifler, dude. Please tell me you got Stifler.
nah, I wish we did.
Yeah.
Is
it big?
But
man.
it's one of the women from American.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah.
Oh.
That's cool, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we got this retro 80s style slasher horror movie about an abused daughter who gets the Glasgow smell, and she just goes on the killing spree. She just goes
Oh,
crazy.
dang.
Her mom is abusive, and it just goes downhill from there.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, so that's shaping up, coming together, and pieces are falling into place with that one.
Cool.
And
Nice.
it's probably my biggest budget film that I'm working on right now. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
That's cool, man. Hell yeah.
Well, I'm honestly excited to see who you got, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So
Yeah. Yep.
can't say I understand. I'm just
Yeah. NDAs.
Yeah.
lips
Yeah.
sealed, lock and key.
Yeah.
Hey Matthew, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us. It was good to see you on the last Sunday's podcast as well.
Yes.
We also have Emo Girl joining us.
What's going on?
Hello. We are all here to rank Spider-Man. Very excited to rank the Spider-Mans today.
Absolutely.
And ladies and gentlemen, even though it is still a different podcast, same rules apply. And
Yes.
Ian, I know you're new to this. I know you're new to the the ranking and the drinking game. I personally would not be partaking because I have work in the morning and I have to be up early. So, but as you can see, here are the rules for the ranking. And away we go. We are going to start. Would you guys like to start with the first movie, or would you like to start with Noir?
Let's start with chronologically, dude. Let's
Yeah,
try to get chronologically as much as
I'm honestly
possible.
glad you said that. I didn't want to have to actually
So
go and start.
Sam Raimi, Spider-Man 2002.
Yep.
Marcus, you said you have some strong opinions about the Tobey Maguire movie, so I think
Oh,
we should
I
start off
do.
hot and heavy. I think we
Oh,
should
boy.
start out hot and heavy and let's get it over with. Get my
Okay.
water
Okay.
ready.
Okay. Starting with the first film, I would definitely place it at amazing.
All right.
Because it
All
is
right.
an amazing film. I'm just not a fan of Tobey as Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
But Willem Dafoe is probably the best thing to come out of the live action Spider-Man films. His Norman Osborn, Green Goblin is god tier, awesome performance.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The movie itself was a fun film of its time. You know what I mean? After
Yes.
X-Men, after Blade, the cinematography was great. Sam Raimi had his touches to it. Danny Elfman's score was great. I was just never a fan of crybaby Tobey Maguire. You know what I mean?
That's so true.
He just cried too much, man.
That's so true, man.
And he didn't have the sarcasm. He didn't have the clapbacks that, Spidey has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was still an awesome film. So I definitely have it at amazing. So.
Danny, what do you got it at?
I'm gonna agree with Marcus, and the reason why me and Marcus are very similar when it comes to our taste in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think Toby had that cringe-worthy for Peter Parker that was like the comics, that he's just such a fucking dork, So love that, but he's absolutely correct, man. Willem Dafoe definitely steals the show. Love that we had Macho Man in it, going back into the comics of him wrestling, Bonesaw, you ain't going nowhere. Hey, show. Got you 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime. Right? So yeah, man, it's definitely a classic, man. And then at the time, it was just groundbreaking, for superhero films just in general. So, and all thanks to Blade. We all know Blade saved the Marvel universe,
For
So,
sure.
to have an amazing film like Blade and then the others and then come into Spider-Man, it was just great, man. It was great for a time. But I wouldn't put it as, the top tier, in my opinion.
I'll get to it's not. I'm not going next. So I'm not going next. Ian's going next. So I'll get to my opinion afterwards. But Ian, what do you think? What do you agree? Or you disagree with these guys?
So I agree. I think with Toby played a really good Peter Parker.
Yep.
I think he nailed that nerdiness of Peter Parker. He made everybody understand who Spider-Man was at that time when you went to the movie theaters.
Mhm.
What I loved about the Toby Spider-Man 1 was everybody in there had affected him, and I think that's what made the movie. William Dafoe and Kirsten Dunst, even James Franco, they
J.K. Simmons.
engorged the
Oh,
movie.
J.K. Simmons, come
Yeah.
on, dude.
J.K.
And
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like that was the best part about with Toby. He had all those other characters in there helping him along the way. I wouldn't put it as it's tier, but it's not top tier.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's OG. So you gotta, like I said, anything that's OG, you gotta pay respects to. But it's not top tier.
Yep.
Yeah. I see also in the I see also in the comments we got King Matthew saying that it's amazing.
Yeah.
And HL, how you doing? Also saying that it's amazing.
Yes.
I think I have to agree as well. I do have to agree. Again, a really good movie. Willem Dafoe is the problem. It tied with he does. I will say he's the outstanding performance, and we're gonna talk about it with the second movie because I also would like to say that the I can't remember the name, but the person who's cast
Alfred Molina.
No,
not
Aunt
Alfred
May.
Molina. Aunt
The-
May.
Oh, Aunt May. Oh yeah, she was great. She was
Yeah,
awesome.
but
Great,
so
yeah.
I want to talk about her performance more in the second movie, as compared to the first movie, which is why I will say it's amazing because I have a different opinion on the second one. But yeah, it's a great movie. I'm also glad that Willem Dafoe just decided to show up one day and be in the second one because the performance carries for the character, and I do think and I do agree. I agree as well that a great Peter. He does have he has some, he has his quips, but they're okay. They're not fantastic.
He had more quips against Bonesaw than anybody else, and I'm like, dude, where was that smart mouth?
Yeah,
Right, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing, you all say that he was a great Peter, and he showed the nerd side, but they really didn't show his brilliance, his genius.
That's true too.
Correct.
That is true too.
Yeah.
Very true.
I think we lost out on it because of the organic webbing. So it's so focused on because that's where you kind of get that because he's in, that's where you get the technology from and also his love for science, but you don't see that as much because of the story route that Sam Raimi took, which I'm not saying is a bad one because I really do enjoy the story that he told throughout his trilogy, with a few notes, but it's just
you see it more in the other trilogy movies of his brilliance in the science, right, rather than the first one.
Yeah.
So.
It's amazing for me. Melissa, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I don't know if you might be able to bump it down if you're just saying you absolutely hate this, but what are you thinking?
No, I actually like the first one out of all of them. First I have to say this. It's really hard to do this ranking list only because each Spider-Man is so different and each movie brought something different. When I looked back on them, I felt like Tobey Maguire played Spider-Man, but he played him more like an adult compared to Tom Holland that is now a teenager, right? So they each have a different feel for me, but the one thing that definitely got me out of the villains, I loved Willem Dafoe. Always loved him. Always loved the Spider-Man. And this is also the Spider-Man cover, I believe, that they had the World Trade Center, or is it the second one? And they had
this
it.
one.
No, it was the first one.
So then, do you remember they actually had it and they took it out in like further releases because just to respect for the World
Yeah.
Trade Center?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Because they did that whole
the
scene
first
with the
teaser.
helicopter out.
The
did
first,
teaser
the
scene
first
out. Yeah.
teaser was the helicopter scene in the bank, and they got stuck in a giant spider web in between the twin towers.
Yeah, they took it out.
so like so there's just different stuff with just this movie itself, even just coming out and like being the first big thing besides the 70s or the cartoons that we grew up with in the 80s. So to me, this I would put it in like the top tier, just simply because it was one of the first ones to come out, remake, right? Or whatever you want to say. The time that it came out was insane. I remember me and my friend, because when they actually had the poster boards for bus stations, Philadelphia was one of the ones that actually got the Green Goblin. We only had one, and I had a friend that went around the entire city looking for it, and he has it. He has the Green Goblin from the posters. So like,
that's awesome.
There's a lot of different memories with this one compared to all the other ones.
Very, very true. Very true.
Lucas just came right on time, so he could.
Yeah, so Lucas needs to go ahead and
Lucas is
rank
gone
us.
again.
Boo.
Oh, so how about though? The other quick nerdy thing was Willem Dafoe's shoes as Green Goblin was those phone posits, those flight posits back in the day. Remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when those green ones, those black and green was selling out like crazy when that movie came out.
Funny. I do agree with April though. Spider-Man had really good marketing for
really
all these years.
Well, I mean, it had the shoes.
All these years, all these years, man. Even now, their marketing's great. And I'm still afraid. I'm glad the movie's over 2 hours, the brand new day, because they showed us a lot in those trailers. But I have a feeling, like how all of us theorized, it's
still
not.
Still
haven't scratched the surface. So I'm hoping all that shit that we saw is like in the beginning of the movie, and then it goes deeper.
Sprinkle throughout.
Yeah.
Because we still haven't seen Tombstone.
Nope, we still haven't seen anything. Yeah.
So
and isn't he supposed to be like a big part of the movie?
He's supposed to be the main villain.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Or so they say, right?
Yeah.
It's a red herring, guys. Like in Scream.
Yeah. No, don't stop. All right. Well, we'll hop back to Lucas when he comes back. Let's just keep moving.
I'll also say, the Bruce Campbell cameo was great.
Yes.
He's in all three of them.
Olivia, what's her name? Olivia from The Help and Halloween 2, the Oscar winner. She was in that scene. She was the one that, was like, all right, you're doing this at your own risk. You know what I mean? And then what else? His suit. I love the suit. Toby's suit was always.
Yeah, Toby's suit was good.
Yeah.
But fun fact, that suit almost never was never going to be in the movie. So if you ever played the first Spider-Man game, and I also have it wasn't the comic book, it's one of those Marvel magazines back in the day we used to have as kids that would show like concept arts and like card games and stuff like that. So when you played Spider-Man 1 for the PlayStation 1, and I'm not talking about Spider-Man 1, the movie, I'm talking about Spider-Man the game. It was totally separate than the movie game.
Oh, I remember which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and so what happened was at the end, you can unlock different costumes and they'll give you a description and a bio. Well, Alex Ross actually designed a red and black suit for Spider-Man in this, and it looked hella dope. And they called it Alex Ross's Red in the video game. Mm-hmm. And also I have the little picture from the magazine. And it looked cool, man, but it wasn't like Spider-Man that we know. And that's the one we almost got in the movie, dude.
Was it the one that you're talking about with the red limbs and the black in the middle?
Yes. And then black lenses too. Yeah.
I remember which one you're talking about.
Well, that would have been interesting. I would.
Yeah.
But I mean, the suit that we got though is so great. I wish honestly we would have gotten the animatronic Goblin face. That would have been so much better.
I wouldn't even want the animatronic face. I mean, like the animatronic face looked really good that you showed me. Noah.
Yeah.
That looked really, really good. But I mean, you could have just made up Willem Dafoe with makeup, and oh my god, bro. It would have just been just as good.
I love this looking No Way Home with just the hood and the goggles.
I absolutely love it.
I would have loved if they went the transform route, like just his face made up or something. But since he had the armor, the animatronic face would have been dope, man. I think so. Yeah. All right, Lucas.
Lucas.
How are
Hi,
you
guys.
doing? We're
I'm
ranking
great.
the first Spider-Man movie right now. Everyone
I
except
heard.
for Melissa has ranked it at amazing. She's ranked it superior.
Okay.
Where do you have the first Spider-Man movie at? The beloved Tobey.
Yo, make me throw my phone at this airport, dude.
I'd probably put it at amazing too.
All right.
I don't know. There's not much. I don't have too much emotional connection to that one. Spider-Man 2 was my movie, and then
There you go.
Spider-Man 3. But then I grew up.
Well, you know what? That's fine. Since you showed up, you can be the first one to rank Spider-Man 2. So where do you have Spider-Man 2?
Yay. Well, Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie.
All right. Well, I feel like
The superior.
two groans.
let me get my Bully Maguire on for this one.
Yeah.
Bully Maguire.
You can get your Bully Maguire on all
Bully
you
Maguire,
want.
baby.
This is one of the best showcases of
Alright.
Spider-Man being Spider-Man that there ever was and ever will
Yeah.
be.
Oh
Because
my
it's
god.
It's so Spider-Man. The entire
Oh
movie
my god.
it feels
Okay.
genuinely ripped out of a book.
Okay. All right. I'm about to chuck this phone. All right.
All right. Marcus, go ahead, Marcus.
All right, I know a lot of people are going to give me flack for this, but I view Spider-Man 2 the way that I view The Dark Knight.
No.
So,
Stop.
This
No.
is how I feel. This is how I feel about both of them.
Stop, dude.
Right? I find Batman Begins the superior film of the Dark Knight trilogy. Heath Ledger is what made the Dark Knight so good. Because when he wasn't on screen, the movie dragged. And that's how I feel about Spider-Man 2, where when Alfred Molina is on screen as Doc Ock, phenomenal film. Fight scenes with Spidey, phenomenal. But when Alfred Molina is off, I'm like, dude, this movie is so damn boring. And it's just annoying. And he's crying. He's bitching and moaning. I'm like, this ain't it for me. So I have it at amazing because of the fact that Alfred Molina was great as Doc Ock. The action sequences are great. The train scene is like one of my favorite action sequences of all time in any movie. You know, not just comic book films, but action movies in general. That train fight was just freaking epic. But again, it was like the movie dragged for me when Molina was on the screen. So I will place it at amazing because it had a lot of good going for it. But overall, it just, you know, again, it's like the Dark Knight for me. So
That's Danny. Are you coming in to defend or agree with your?
All right,
with
so
your
you're gonna have to
He's gonna put it at Spider-Man.
no, hey, no, it's gonna be in the trash. No, I'm kidding. Guys, I'm about to hop into the Uber, so give me 2 seconds. Go ahead and skip me for now.
All right, Ian, go ahead and save it. Save us from the. I don't know, man. I can't. I don't want to get my opinion.
amazing. I put it at amazing.
I don't know. You seem like you're disappointed. It seemed like you wanted to put it lower.
I did, but again, it's a whole lot. Like it was a whole lot that was going good for it because of Molina and his setup and stuff. But again, Tobey to me and his story plot line outside of, you know, it just didn't do it for me, man. You know, it
That's
just
interesting.
Dragged for me. So
Yeah.
Ian.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, Marcus. You wanted to put it lower? Come on, dude.
No. I gotta put this top tier, man. Let me the reason why I'm gonna tell you. When Spider-Man 2 came out, that changed all the lore for every superhero movie that came out. That story was fire. Now, I do agree with Marcus, though. When Molina was not on screen, it did kind of drag a little bit, but best fight scenes, the train scene was just amazing. Just by far, I mean, to me, the most amazing part of the whole train scene, not just the fight, but the people that were there that gave him the mask and was like, we won't tell him.
Protected his identity.
Yeah.
No, that was almost like, you know, when you're watching
that's
E.T.,
very New York,
like,
bro.
You know, Yeah,
That's
that
very
was
New York, bro.
Just
Yeah.
watching it.
very, very New York. And I
Yeah,
thought
little
that's what,
teardrop, like
yeah, 100%. Like that's what made that movie, and it showed Spider-Man, Tobey, as a tragic hero. You know what I'm saying? So, truthfully, some people actually would have loved Spider-Man 2 as the first movie, kind of just because it kind of, to me, I felt like it just set the tone. Like, okay, we got this now. We got this on point. Melina did a great job. Everybody around Tobey did a great job. I felt like Tobey was growing more in this movie, so that's why a lot of people kind of liked it, because you saw Tobey grow, and anytime you see a hero grow from where they're supposed to be, it's going to be a good movie. So I put it top tier.
Let me add one more thing real quick before the next person goes.
No, Marcus.
The other reason why I said the other reason why I did have that amazing and not Spider-Man was because the 2.0 version of it, the extended cut version of it.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Because it fleshed out some of the scenes more that usually dragged in the film, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is, it works.
This guy.
What I mean? So yeah.
This guy.
Danny.
I will say there's one thing I didn't like about Spider-Man 2, though. I
What's
didn't
that?
want Doc Ock. I didn't want Doc Ock to die. I just didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I mean, it worked out, but I just didn't want him to die. That was the only. That was,
his life in the afterlife.
yeah.
Dude, that's a spoiler. How am I ever gonna watch this movie now?
Right? These kids.
Danny, come.
Oh, yeah.
Are you able to come in and defend this movie from Marcus? I know you put it at amazing, but it really feels like you're trying to put it at
I'm in a
Spider-Man.
dead
'Cause we're
zone
not
right now.
ranking
You got to give me a second.
Okay.
All right,
Listen,
Melissa.
I'll rank the extended or whatever, but I'm in a dead zone right now. Give me a sec.
You're good. Melissa.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
So I probably give this like superior to amazing. Like I still like the first one better. Only because like
It's still so. I would say it's still. You saying it's amazing?
I feel like it's like in between the two. Like it's not like, to me it wasn't the best one because I like the first one so much more. But like you guys said, like Doc Ock was one of my favorite characters of it, but everything else like had their moments, and it was just it. I don't know why it did drag on, except for those fight scenes, but and yeah, the train scene is like an awesome scene just to watch because he's like all worried about everything, and everything happens. And is this when Mary Jane first sees him as Spider-Man, or right? So like
yeah.
you have his identity
This is the
being
first
known
one,
to
yes.
everyone at this point. So yeah, I still like the first one more than it, but we'll
So drop it down, Noah, because she said she likes the first one.
Well, right now it's tied between
Yeah,
the
she
two.
said
She
it's
said
amazing.
that the first one was
She said
superior,
it's
did she not?
No, she
the
said,
first one.
yeah,
The
she
first
did.
one I thought was superior, and this one I was
So
like,
if she thinks
it wasn't
that this one
as
is
superior, but I
only-
liked it.
Yeah, so technically
Oh, I
she's
thought
saying
he had.
superior.
Oh no, I
Just
thought part
saying.
2 was up there. Okay.
Part two is right here. And anyways, I'm ranking it at superior as well. I would say that I prefer the overall story of this movie. I guess certain Tobey moments drag, but overall I do enjoy his story overall. I will say this poster right here, very misleading. Not only is he not Spider-Man for most of the movie, but he's also not with Mary Jane for most of the movie. So this is a lie. But Alfred Molina, Alfred Molina kind of, again, also an actor that kind of steals the show. So it's kind of hard to not say that he wasn't carrying the movie. But again, so I want to bring up the actress or the woman who played Aunt May in this, because the Spider-Man or the scene where she's like, where we all kind of feel like she knows that Peter is Spider-Man. And she's giving that speech at the end, like, and she had a lot of other moments in the movie that were great, but like that scene in particular makes me choke up. Like it's such an amazing scene. It gives us a better arc for Aunt May as well in this movie because of the original resentment that she had to like take a step back from her nephew as well. So even as Peter Parker, his life was kind of still falling apart, but then he was dealing with the responsibility of having these abilities and then but not choosing not to step in. And I don't know, I really enjoyed the whole story. And I don't know, maybe it's because it's the first movie I ever saw as a kid in theaters, but I enjoy this story much more than the first one.
I did love her scene when Doc Ock had her up on the building and she just
Yeah.
smacks him with the umbrella. Like,
Yeah.
Ant-Man
don't play.
Yeah,
And
Ant-Man.
also this is probably the most accurate Aunt May we've gotten, I think.
Yeah.
She's my favorite of the three. I will say that. Yeah.
She's still alive, too.
it's
She
one
can
of
come
the more
back.
emotionally driven Spider-Man stories that we've gotten, because
Yeah.
that's where a lot of Spider-Man really shines. Like, he's not Batman where he has to repress himself. He's not Superman where he has to be a shining example. He's the the man when it comes into Spider-Man. Like, he is very much just the person behind it. And with the whole like basically giving up his powers and whatnot and just not wanting to deal with it, it's very real. It's very real for someone to get burnt out from that.
But we had that Garfield comment too, where he made that choice.
We did when he walked away. Yep.
And technically his
That
body
shot
gave
of
up
the
before
suit
he
in the trash
mentally
can.
did. His body
Yeah.
gave up before he
Yeah.
chose to
Yeah, the
give
whole Spider-Man No More storyline is one of the best storylines in Spider-Man history because of that real factor of it, because like it was just a relatable ass
Absolutely.
story.
You also got
Absolutely.
a better Jake.
And the shot
you also
with
got a
the
better
with
Jo-
the suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
forget the
that-
shot with the suit. The suit is verbatim from Spider-Man No More.
Yeah. We got a better fleshing out of J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson as well.
Yes. Yes.
This movie, I just feel like elevated so many characters in it.
Yes.
And then we also got Alfred Molina playing Doc Ock as a tragic villain.
Mhm.
I don't know, like it's just so superior. I was gonna say amazing, but it's superior because I ranked it at superior.
Can anybody answer this? Because he looked familiar, but I'm not sure. But the actor that played J. Jonah Jameson's son, the astronaut, is that the dude from Vampire Diaries?
I
can't
could not
remember.
tell you.
I never watched
have-
Vampire Diaries, but his face, I've seen clips of that series,
Mhm.
and he looks like one of the main vampires of that show. I can't remember.
Somebody in the chat might have to.
Yeah.
Um.
All right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Cool.
Yes.
All
Or
right.
Legacies,
Here it goes.
Legacies, not Vampire Diaries. Legacies.
All right. Here we go. So I'm actually agreeing with Melissa. In a certain part, I think it's in between superior and amazing, but me personally, I liked it better than the first one. So I would definitely put it in the amazing ranking, but ahead of Spider-Man 1. Because the story was fantastic, like Lucas was saying, but it had its downfalls of like it dragging and other characters taking the show, basically. Like Tobey Maguire's acting skills didn't hold up against everybody else's. But the realness of him, finally we get to see some challenges in his life, like he's losing his jobs. You know what I mean? He lost MJ. He's getting the existential crisis. We finally see Doc Connors for the first time. That's when they hinted at Lizard. And again, the fight scenes were incredible. Story was good, but it fell short in a lot of areas that I feel other Spider-Man movie did better. So I would definitely put it in the amazing category, but ahead of Spider-Man 1.
Okay. So we have 2 amazing, 1 in the middle, and 3 superior. I would say we keep it at superior, but I do want to look at the comments because we do have some mixed opinions about it. King Matthew is saying that Spider-Man 2 is top tier. I also love that they kind of reference Doctor Strange. Yes, dude, the reference to Doctor Strange is great.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But then it makes No Way Home makes so much, like it almost makes things come full circle as well.
Full circle.
So
Yeah.
I love that. And also we also love a good Ted Raimi cameo. We love a good Ted Raimi cameo too. But that's such a great reference. So we got it. King Matthews put in a top tier. Spider-Man is ranked at, I think he's saying Spider-Man. Very mid movie, great train scene. Yeah, I mean the train scene is
That's
probably
crazy.
the greatest fight scene that
That's
they have.
Crazy take.
I
From
agree.
the guy
I
with the
agree.
craziest takes on movie, he says that's a crazy take. Get out of
Well,
here, man.
I will say I
I
also agree. with
rarely have bad takes about movies. I rarely. You guys
Okay,
piss me
Superman.
off with all the shit you say.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because Superman's a good representation instead of
Trash
fucking
movie.
guys,
He is the
bullshit
Such a
Zack
worst.
Snyder.
trash movie.
He is
Spider-Man,
the
you know,
worst
rankings.
representation.
Do not make me do it.
Oh.
I will grab the buttons. I will put everyone in time. I will turn this podcast around. We're not talking about Superman. Whip that attitude into shape.
All right, time to go to Bully Maguire now.
Boy, Maguire.
Oh yeah, that was a cool scene.
Well, yeah, because we also got
yeah.
Norman Osborn, which apparently wasn't originally in the script, but then Norman Osborn just happened to walk upon
Pinch
set,
me.
and he was there.
Yeah.
And also, a troll is agreeing with you that the 2.0 version was. I will agree. I also like the extended version more than the original version. The like especially seeing what's his face, J. Jonah Jameson in the suit, hilarious.
Yes.
Like
yeah,
that
all on the table.
yeah, that's fantastic. Like
the fact that at his age he's able to squat and do it was
Yeah.
that was impressive.
I mean, it was like what, like maybe 5 years ago we saw it and he was completely jacked.
Yeah.
Keeps in shape.
They wanted him to play Cable.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
That would have been cool.
Cable.
All right.
Not a
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man character.
Oh boy, here it goes. Here it goes.
Okay. All right. Well, let's start with Danny ranking Spider-Man 3. Where do you?
Noah, you already know what I'm gonna say. Basura, baby, basura.
Put it in
Dude.
trash cast.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Trashtacular.
God, man, this movie was terrible. It was so terrible. Ruined my favorite Spider-Man character of all time, and because the studios forced Sam Raimi to put him in, and then not only that, you had freaking disco Bully Maguire, emo Bully Maguire, and then you say that Gwen Stacy's smarter than him, and then like it was just, oh my god,
Well,
it
I
was
mean,
just,
they also said that in the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
That's a normal thing.
no,
Nah,
that was
she's
her.
just that smart.
No,
She was number 2.
yeah,
She was ranked
yeah.
number 2 behind.
Yeah, remember, him and her were just quipping back and forth about that in The Amazing Spider-Man, and legit you see in Spider-Man 3 that she's smarter than him, and I'm like, oh god, no. Yeah, it was just, and then him having the ego about being Spider-Man, like, oh my god, the city loves me and everybody loves me. I was like, oh, come on, dude. I was like, yeah, no, it was just, yeah, it was bad all the way around, from Sandman to everything. I'm like, oh
that's
my
one of
god.
the big points. Gwen Stacy was smarter. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what?
There's like so
Are
many
we
other things
joking
to
right
be
now?
mad about in that movie.
Dude, no, there's just so many, bro. There's just so many because, like I said, like we were saying before, we never seen really his intelligence. We see it a little bit in Spider-Man 2. And then with Spider-Man 3, then all of a sudden he's getting outsmarted. And it's just like, dude, this guy is smart AF in the comics. Like, I do not understand this. Like, there's just a lot. Like I said, from story-wise, from the burglar really didn't kill Uncle Ben, and it was Sandman. And then, then you have James Franco, Goblin, which I was like, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I don't know. It was just a lot, bro. A lot that just pissed me off. But yeah, great callbacks to the cartoons and the comics sometimes. But Jesus, man, this was bad.
Nah.
Ian, take it away. Dude, I don't know. I created a specific tier for 2 movies in this. So I'm interested to see your opinion, Ian. Where you got it?
What are the last 3?
So last 3 is Spider-Man, Good Moments, Bad Movie, and Trashtacular.
Trashtacular big.
I'm gonna put this at good moments, bad movie.
Oh my God, Ian.
Respectable. It's respectable.
Well, no, I will say this. I'm gonna say this. The number one reason why that movie didn't do so well was because the bad reputation of Venom. 100%.
I was say all the above, but all right.
I would say that is not the only issue with the movie, but
I thought that was the
main.
main. My whole listen. When I was getting ready to go see that movie, I wanted to see Venom. I didn't care about no Sandman. I didn't care about nobody else. Everybody wanted to see Venom, and when I saw Venom, I was disappointed. I think that's
Grace.
Well, Topher originally was supposed to be Spidey, but he had conflicts with that 70s show. So that's why when the studio forced Venom into the movie, the role went to him.
Yeah.
Because Sam wanted him in the movie. Yeah, because he was originally.
Dude, Topher Grace would have been a good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah. But it just.
Mom,
like
I'm not smoking cigarettes. Aunt May, I'm not smoking.
But I mein, like I said, Sandman was okay. I didn't mind, I didn't mind Sandman. Just, it was just a loss for me. I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't mind, the story was it was all right. Like it was, I expected Tobey, so it's not like whatever. But to me, it was a big letdown when I saw Venom. It was it was. That's why I had to put it at that low tier.
That wasn't it.
Yeah.
That wasn't it. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. Wasn't it.
And then they made his teeth when the Venom symbiote was off of him, his teeth was still sharp. I'm like, why?
Yeah. I just
why?
You know what? They did that a few times to Eddie in the cartoon though.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they were trying to do. It just
you mean when Carnage was ripping him off, that you know what I mean? That they were still connected? Sure.
No, it was times in the 90s cartoon when the symbiote would, dissolve or whatever, Eddie would still have the sharp teeth in it and they would go back to normal.
I don't know, man. I gotta fact check that. I don't know, man. I don't remember that.
They did it in Spectacular Spider-Man 2.
Fake news, everybody. Fake news.
You're wrong. Well, listen, where do you have it at?
I had it in the trash category.
Thank you.
Because
I will not be moving.
No, honestly, the Venom part was the most unbelievable part for me, and I don't even know the character lore.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, when Tom Hardy came out as Venom, I was like, oh my god, he should have had this in the movie. Like the other guy, no, I immediately didn't like the dude. It didn't make me like his character less. I just didn't like who was playing him to begin with. And it's just the way that he was played, like we understand, okay, yes, it takes your negative emotions, blah, blah, blah. You could have got a way darker character than the actor that actually played him if you want to make him dark. It's just, I don't know. It was just not memorable. Like I rewatched clips of it the other day and I was like, wait a second. When was Bryce Howard in this movie? That character didn't remember at all. Like I saw pictures of her and I was like, I don't remember her ever being in the series. And even watching it, I was like, oh yeah, I guess that was her, huh? I was like,
Gwen Stacy.
It makes me not like it. Yeah, I know. Like now that I saw Spidey Gwen and the cartoon Into the Universe, so I was like, that was the first time I thought I ever saw her, but apparently I did not. So it was just not a memorable movie for me, and today still isn't. And Toby dancing, it's like the Joker with the musical.
Oh my god.
So
I love that they made fun of it into the Spider-Verse.
Brown song, but I just hated the scene.
Look, I love.
I think that scene is the best part of the movie, probably.
The fact that they made fun of it and Into the Spider-Verse, and especially when he goes, mistakes were made, and it's him dancing. Oh my god, incredible!
Hold on, the jazz club was even worse. The dance sequence in the Mary Jane's jazz.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, dude, you're not wrong. You are not wrong.
On this. Yeah.
Trash, bro.
So I was actually going to put it at Good Moments Bad Movie because I really actually do love the dance scene. I think it's fucking hilarious. It's so stupid, right? It's so stupid. It's so hilarious. Yeah, like,
I hate you, dude.
but what one like if you're gonna
Ian.
add like a love triangle, like problem, especially with the if you're going to interject the symbiote, why would you not introduce Felicia Hardy, especially when you
Yes.
planned on having her in the fourth movie?
Yes.
To me, that just makes more sense. That has more intrigue. And honestly, you probably could have used Bryce Dallas Howard. Is that her name? You could have used her.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense than her being Gwen Stacy to me.
Yeah, she would have been awesome, Felicia.
Yeah, like it just would have made more sense for storytelling. Obviously, a lot of mistakes were made in this movie because the studio got so involved in it. Because weren't we supposed to get like we were supposed to get like a full like story arc between him thinking that Goblin was alive again.
Well, we were supposed to get Mysterio and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like we were supposed to get something way different. I think that because,
And then the fourth one was supposed to be Vulture.
bro, and the metal wings, like it looked so awesome. But like with this film, I think that because of the studio interjecting, it was a regression of all characters. Like I think all characters just kind of like took a step back. I agree. Like the parade thing, seeing that as a kid, right? Like it's great. But going back and watching it, like it's weird. And also like he's got the symbiote suit and he's doing some pretty like I guess nasty shit. And then they're like, we're worried about him. And then he comes back as the red in the red and blue, and it's like they just forgive him. It's like that's not how Spider-Man works.
No, man.
I'm gonna say the key thing about the symbiote when it's my turn. Is Lucas going next? I'll go last.
No.
I was gonna say Lucas is going next, and then you, Marcus. But like, he's small. He's smaller than Spider-Man, which is
which is ridiculous.
A big problem. Big problem.
And a part of Eddie Brock's thing. Remember, a part of Eddie Brock's thing is that he was an ex-bodybuilder, jacked up on steroids, and you know he basically was he was a bum. He was a loser. And so his thing at the Daily Bugle was the only time for him to shine. And then you have Peter Parker getting in the way, you know what I mean, of him getting his moment. And so that's where they hate and the animosity, because it's just like, no matter what I do, right, I'm always going to be a failure. And he hated Peter for that, but the symbiote hated Peter for taking him off. Remember? Yeah, rejecting him because there was a perfect symbiosis between him and Peter. Yeah. So, I mean, dude, you had such a good story from the comic, but again, like you said, Noah, and we've all said it on this podcast and Nerdbox, this is what happens when you let studios interject, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, Lucas, what do you think? What do you have Spider-Man? Some of the greatest poster drops of all time, I will say.
I would agree with that though. I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, no, I don't. There's a lot of stupid shit in this movie. That's really the only way to put it. There's just a lot of dumb, stupid bullshit that happens in this movie. Like it's almost like 2 hours long. To my knowledge, it's like ridiculously boring. I don't know. It does have its moments here and there. I like the I don't know. I like the attitude of Topher Grace's Eddie Brock. I don't like the casting choice, but you know, I don't know. My problems boil also down to Venom being so mishandled.
Thank you.
But that was like that's like my main issue. Everything else can kind of just go.
It was my main issue, but all the other stuff added to it, bro. You cannot deny that everything else was really bad, dude.
Yeah. My only issue with them my only issue with Gwen Stacy being in it is that it just doesn't make sense in comparison to having Felicia Hardy. And again, since you were supposed to have her in 4, they were supposed to have and you're gonna have her revealed to be the daughter of the Vulture. It would have made more sense to make that the love triangle, because then you have that buildup of the reveal. There was mistakes made in all around, because the studio wanted Venom because Venom was popular at the time.
And you know what else too that I don't like that they did, Noah, is that you hinted at when him and MJ were having problems, you hinted at him and Betty Brant having a thing, especially that they had a thing in the comics. Remember, that was one of his first relationships before MJ. And so you hint that, and then in number 3, nothing. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Marcus, take it away. I gave my opinions.
So I'm with Ian. It has some good moments, mostly
I hate you.
to Thomas Ian Church as Sandman. I actually like Sandman in this.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, like his scenes were cool.
Boring,
and
dude.
most of the budget went to his, CGI.
Which
But
again,
here's my
boring.
thing with the
Great
symbiote.
action figures.
Here's my thing with the symbiote. The symbiote bonds to its host's body, right? The symbiote also in the comics and cartoons also could put on clothes, do whatever. It will morph into whatever it wanted to morph into. Since when could you just take off the symbiote and hang it up in the closet? Like,
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot
since
about
when
that.
could you
Yeah.
just hang up the
Yeah.
symbiote?
I forgot about that.
Marcus, you just added to the list, dude. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Basura.
That scene of him
Basura,
looking in
bro.
the closet. That scene of him looking in the closet, choosing between the red and blue suit and the symbiote, and it's hanging next to each other. I was like, seriously?
Like-
for real? Like, dude, that was just so
Horrible.
cheap. I like the
but
look
also like
of the black suit, but still, I was just like, we see it morph onto him when he's in the bed, but yet we never see it morph, any other time in the movie except October.
Dude, he wakes up outside with the suit
Yeah.
on. Like, what is this?
Yeah, man. It was bad.
also, if I'm remembering correctly, him choosing between the two suits was after he took the symbiote off, correct?
Yeah.
So then why did he have the other suit? Or am I remembering?
No.
the
It was
moment?
before the church thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was before
I
the
just wanted
church
to
thing.
make. Oh right, yeah, because he has the whole
Yeah.
moment where he's in the trunk and he's like,
Yeah, that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Dude, no, what I mean is that I thought you meant when he took it off and hung it up, but yeah, you're right, Noah. He took it up and hung it up. And then the crazy part is that what is drawing him, right, to wear it? It makes no sense. Thank you, brother. You have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, I was gonna put it in good moments, bad movie because there are some genuinely good scenes in it. Like with a lot of the scenes with the black suit are pretty good. Like the dancing scene, it's just funny. It really, and to see it come full circle in Spider-Verse, like I just makes it better.
Oh my gosh.
I
But
didn't mind Harry. It was poorly executed. I didn't mind Harry becoming
New Goblin?
Yeah, but
His new Goblin, what they called it?
The suit, the hoverboard, that shit was trash. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
just give him a cool.
He's got a surfboard.
Like, give him a cool.
He
That
had
shit,
the
whatever that
fucking
was
hoverboard
not it.
from fucking
not
Back
it.
to the Future, dude. What are we doing?
Yeah, and also the reveal at the beginning, like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So dumb. Like, there's a lot of problems with the movie, but I think we should move on to the comments because I think
Yes,
I think I think this one right here is
Oh,
Spider-Man 3 is superior.
Oh,
That-
fuck,
yeah.
yeah, whatever, dude.
Yikes,
Now
dude.
you're just trolling, H.O.
and you know what's
Get outta
funny?
here.
He thinks it's superior for this reason right here. Like, just because you get something
Oh
does
my
not mean you
God.
No.
stop making it so.
No.
Yeah.
I
That
was
is
very
so.
clear about
That's
that.
such a trash
It
take,
was such
dude.
a bad Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense to Topher Grace. Like he did
You know
his
what?
best, but like
You know what, boys? I take everything back from what I said. Scream 3 is the best out of the franchise.
Alright,
my
alright.
God.
Also, we got
Get outta
Busta
here.
Rhymes at Halloween. That's the best Halloween
Oh,
movie.
God,
man.
that was horrible.
Well, according to Angel, that's what's up, dude.
It's okay. It's okay. King Matthew agrees with us. He thinks it's a trash tier.
Yes,
But yeah, it did. It focused on too many villains all at once. And
it did.
yeah, again, Eddie Brock was awful. So nobody's really agreeing. I also think like you have Venom needs at least one movie.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna introduce him in a movie that has another main villain, then you should probably introduce him at the end.
Here's the
Dude,
other thing. Here's the other
Dude,
major thing, though.
if he was in Homecoming, and he was the main villain, after Green Goblin, because Green Goblin was stealing the show, I would have been mad at it. You know what I mean? It's just like you thought Green Goblin was the big bad. Oh no, here's Venom. Holy shit! You know what I mean?
Here's the
Like-
other thing, though. We've had Eddie and Gwen, interact and cross paths in comics and cartoons, and they were even relationships. Why would you turn Eddie into a stalker and obsessed with Gwen? That has never happened. Ever.
Never.
Yeah.
And they made it so creepy of him being so obsessed with Gwen.
Dude, you know who
I
he was
like,
obsessed with? That's what it should have been. You know what I mean? Like stalking Spider-Man, because that's what he was doing. Remember before he showed
Venom,
up, bro?
Yeah, Venom always used to stalk the Spider. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree with this. I don't like No Way Home. Oh, he said No Way Home. I think he's got to be trolling because he also.
Wait, who said that? Who said that?
Who do you
He's
think?
gotta
Who do
be
you think?
lying.
Angel? Ow. You're about to be banned, son. No,
I think he's just fired him. He's fired him. He also thinks Scream 3 is the best.
I gave him juice. No,
Look what you did.
give him-
You created
Heel
a
Danny,
heel
no.
Danny of your own.
I
Your own
know.
making.
I know. Oh no, Heel Danny's getting a bossy now. Oh no.
It's the cult of heel Danny.
There you go. Something called the ghost face. Oh man, that's funny. Oh man.
Oh no.
All right, so chronologically is Chasm next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Oh boy.
I would say right off the bat,
Okay.
it says you can't see it because it's small lettering, but it says a story untold.
On the poster,
That is not true.
really? Oh, on the poster?
Spider-Man 1 would like to have a word with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Every-
Hold on. There is
What up?
something that is untold because up until that point, we had organic webs. This is the first time we see the reveal of the web shooters.
That
That's the
okay.
story untold.
We'll get
That-
to
Where it's
it. We'll get to
Story
you,
untold,
Marcus.
man.
We'll get to you,
Marcus is
It
pulling at
Ian's turn to
straws
rank
right now,
first.
bro.
Story
Whatever.
untold, man.
Marcus is
Story
pulling at
untold,
straws
man.
right now,
Story
bro.
untold.
Whatever, bro. Oh my
Ian,
god.
where do you have it? What are your opinions on this?
The Amazing Spider-Man?
For Amazing
For
Chasm.
me,
Yeah,
I got that Amazing.
a story untold.
He's my favorite Spidey out of the 3 live-action Spideys, man.
I'm
My favorite.
asking Ian. I'm asking
Oh,
Ian.
my bad. Go ahead.
We're also not
All right.
ranking the Spider-Man. We're ranking their movies.
No,
This
I'm
is going to
ranking
be the
the-
most divided freaking ranking right now. We know it, ladies and gentlemen. Most divided.
I liked Andrew's Spider-Man. I
Yes.
thought he did a
Yes.
great.
Yes.
I thought he played more Spider-Man than Tobey played more Spider-Man.
Yes.
What I like about Andrew was completely different from Tobey. Toby's Spider-Man was like he had to be Spider-Man. When you saw Andrew's Spider-Man, you actually saw the fun side. Like one of my favorite scenes from that movie is when he realized he got his powers and he was on that skateboard.
Mhm.
All time, one of my all-time favorite scenes of that whole movie, just because he just realized, like, hey, you're seeing Spider-Man grow. I love the suit. I like the suit. No. I'm not saying it's the best suit. I like the suit. The reason why I like the suit because it's a believable Spider-Man. Like if I said, hey, if there's Spider-Man that's a real life Spider-Man, I could see that being
It's
a
a
real
homemade
life.
suit. Yeah,
It's a homemade suit. That's what I absolutely loved about it. It was great. Believe it or not, that was my very favorite Aunt May. I think was it Sally Fields?
Yeah, Sally Fields.
I thought she played that the best. Like she shined throughout that the whole time, and I loved it. I actually loved his Uncle Ben in that too. Now there's some things I didn't like. I didn't like the lizard. I'm sorry. I felt like it could do better.
You mean the
Voldemort with a
He
tail?
looked like a
The freaking-
Goomba, dude, from Mario
the
Brothers.
fucking Goomba, bro.
It was so oh,
bad,
God.
bro.
It was
terrible design, but he was actually a good lizard though. Like
No, he was a good lizard.
It was
good acting.
yeah. The actor,
Good lizard, good acting. Terrible fucking
Terrible
CGI,
design.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh my
All you
Terrible
gotta do is give
design.
him a snout.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is give him a
Horrible.
snout. Like, come on. And it would have been
Terrible design,
and
but-
leave the leave the coat on, man.
Well, they left it
For
on a
real.
little bit until he ripped it off.
Yeah, they did a little reference and then they took it off.
We got him naked. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't want to. I didn't need to see that.
But I like I said, Andrew was out of the three, he's the one that had the most fun. From being, going on the skateboard, when he was in that guy's car, and the guy was breaking in the car, and he was messing with the guy, like that. I liked how fun
Dude, I
he
love
was.
that.
Yeah. So I'll give it a mid tier. You know what I'm saying? I give it a mid tier.
We're going the first Spider-Man, perhaps.
Yeah.
That would
I'll give it.
That would have Melissa. Where do you have it? Where do you have it? Have you seen this one?
No, this is what I haven't seen I haven't seen anything besides the Tom Holland and the Tony.
Oh, we all got a drink. Oh God, I'm gonna go grab a beer. Oh God.
Tobey Maguire and Holland one. I actually didn't realize he was in another.
And Melissa's making me drink. Jesus.
Sorry, listen. Sorry.
You're making him.
I only realized I think Garfield was in a Spider-Man movie when No Way Home came out. All three Spider-Man were in them. I was like, wait, what was the third
crying
one?
in every scene that he's in. And you're like, oh, I guess he was a Spider-Man. This is my drink. All right. Well, I guess it's my turn then. So,
don't you fucking dare, Noah.
What do you think I'm gonna put? So first off, before I even say anything, where do you think I'm gonna put it?
I think you're gonna put it at Matt.
I'm gonna put it at amazing.
Thank you, nephew. Thank you.
Yes, again, so I will agree it does have problems, but I do think that it is while not an original retelling, it is a better original, or it is a better I believe a better overall arc for him or origin for him than the first one. I think the first one, it just felt shorter.
Finally home, baby.
Not this movie was the entire thing was his origin, and I really appreciated that. So yeah, it's got to be amazing. I also like the suit. My issue with it is mainly the lenses. I just wish they were different.
If they were white, dude. I didn't like it yellow. Just make it a white, bro. It would have been a lot better.
Yeah. I get it. It made more sense. I just wasn't a fan of it. Lizard Man.
Well, remember you cut it from some sunglasses, so it was like more homemade-ish.
Fair enough.
The thing, though, right? Yeah. We're gonna rank the second movie very soon, and we see that they don't get better with their decisions of character designs because Lizard's so bad. It's like they just dropped the ball on it. I will say, probably the best on-screen chemistry and best relationship we've got between the Spider-Man across the franchises, and I would love to see
that's too much.
Why am I blanking on her name? The woman who played Gwen Stacy.
Emma Stone.
Yes. Yeah, I would love to see her come back as Spider-Gwen in a live action. That would be great. I think that would be cool to see. But yeah, I love their chemistry in this movie. I love the arc of Peter and of probably the best quippy Spider-Man we've had. My favorite Spider-Man, and I've said that for years that this is my favorite Spider-Man. I don't think we've gotten a better Spider-Man. And also some of the best fight scenes too. I say that comparing them to the Tobey universe because again, we're gonna talk about Spider-Man 2, which not a great movie, but is it pretty? So yeah, I'm keeping it at amazing because again, it's just a great story, a great Spider-Man, a great just great characters overall. And again, not my favorite Aunt May, but an amazing Aunt May. Yeah, amazing. It's the Amazing Spider-Man is amazing.
See, I'm putting it at amazing too because the other untold story that we got is
Marcus, you gonna just skip Lucas like that?
Yep, because this is my favorite movie out of the franchise.
Damn.
No, for real, man. I love Amazing Spider-Man, man. Like Garfield, we got to see several emotions of Peter as, Spidey with the quips and the sarcasm, but even as Peter, you saw his depression, you saw his angst, you saw his anger.
Smarts.
Because like even
his smarts, finally.
You saw his genius, but you even saw his anger knowing that he has the power and ability to rip somebody's head off. But chooses not to. You know what I mean? Like, when he's going out searching for the killer, Uncle Ben's killer, like he even says, he was like, boy, you lucky. Like when he's looking at everybody's wrist for the star tattoo, and he tell the one guy, he was like, oh, you so lucky you don't have that tattoo, Again, Lizard was a poor design, but Reese Ifans or Otto
great cast, amazing casting.
Otto Hightower, for those that watch House of the Dragon. Mm-hmm. He was great as Connors, man. But again, the Goomba design just was silly. It was just silly. But the action between them, like the fight scene in the school, great. Like seeing Spidey like crawl on him like a spider.
When he webbed him up, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Best scenes ever, man. Like, dude, and then you got Dennis Leary as Captain Stacy.
That was good. I forgot about that.
This is
Dennis
probably
Leary played a great Captain Stacy, man. Noah said it. The chemistry, even though they dated in real life, like when they were filming, that chemistry carried over to the screen. Between Andrew and Emma. So all around, man, to me, this is my favorite Spider-Man movie outside of the Into the Spider-Verse, and this is my favorite live action.
So we got one superior, one amazing, and one Spider-Man. Right? Did someone put?
No, I got it at amazing. I don't have it at superior. I got it. At
okay. So two amazing. Yeah. I feel like someone said Spider-Man, but I feel like I'm wrong.
Ian said Spider-Man, dude.
Oh right, yeah. The way that I can't wait to talk about it more in the second movie. But the way that that Andrew also brought emotion to Spider-Man, and I'm not even just like in the feet, like without having the ability to do facial features, but like because he still brought that emotion. But like again, with him, the way he crawled in the sewers and whatnot. Oh, bro, it's just
Even Flash. Even the dude that played Flash was like a comic accurate Flash, where he was a total asshole.
This movie was the best casted, in my opinion.
He was a total asshole, but then when he found out Uncle Ben died, like that's exactly what happened in the comics, where Flash was like started to become a cool dude. Like to me, it was an all around good film.
It was. It was amazing. It was amazing. Lucas, since you were so graciously skipped.
Lucas. Sorry.
Yeah. I didn't know I was next.
I get it. Where you got it?
I probably got it at Amazing as well. I like Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 1. I even like the suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people like to hate on that one. I think it's actually a pretty decent redesign. I don't think it's in any way handmade. By
the fingers don't make it look handmade because there's
It looks like it was made by a professional costume design team, and it fucking was. It looks good, I don't know. It's a cool updated design for Spider-Man, and people are really mean about it because they always see the picture with the belt, but the belt wasn't even in the movie.
Nah, that's true.
I think people complain about the material because the material kind of looked like the leather on the basketball. I was like, it worked to me.
It looked good. It looked like it had traction. It looked like it kind of made sense why he stuck so well to the wall. Yeah. Like he looked sticky, like a spider. Crazy.
Now the one scene that always cracks me up is the scene where he's with that robber that was trying to nab the car and the police, the bike, the policeman on the bike. When he's shooting and that, I was like, how did that dude not get hit?
No, I would go as far to say that I genuinely like this suit more than the Spider-Man 1 suit, but that's because the Spider-Man 2 suit is much more better than any of them. Spider-Man 2 suit has brighter colors and lenses are like a goldish.
The Spider-Man 2 suit is probably the most accurate suit.
Oh, well, I'm not even talking Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'm talking Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi. Like I like that suit more than I like Amazing Spider-Man 1's suit.
Yeah.
But I like
too.
Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit more than I like Spider-Man 1 suit, if you catch my drift.
Got it.
I don't know. There's like little small details that just like make it for me. And also, yeah, this is like one of the best Peter Parkers we've ever got. He's like, he acts like a teenager, even though I'm pretty sure Andrew Garfield was well into his late 20s by the time he was
27.
But no, it
Toby
was
was too. I think Toby was like 20.
and I'm not even gonna lie. I think the only reason why I would agree with Noah on the Aunt May thing is because we just didn't see a whole bunch of Aunt May.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's the movie's fault. That's not, what we did see was pretty damn good. I liked that she was feisty and that she was younger than Ancient.
Damn.
It happens. Aunt May is
I would
classic
think comic accurate.
ancient lady, and she doesn't have to be. She's his aunt, not his grandma. Just saying.
Damn.
Hey, I like Marissa Tomei more than both of them, but that's for she's a great actress.
So moving on to part 2.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you kind of blindsided me with your Aunt May comment, calling her ancient.
Great Spider-Man, the lizard guy added so much to this movie. The lizard guy.
The lizard guy. All right.
That's the lizard.
Yeah. While Lucas dies down there, I'm gonna. Melissa was supposed to rank this one first, but since she hasn't seen it, oh wait, no, we got Danny hasn't ranked it yet, but he keeps popping in and out.
Oh.
But we got it at all. Everyone's got it at amazing except for, Ian's got it at Spider-Man.
It's a good Spider-Man title too.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the Amazing Spider-Man.
That's how you do it.
But not his amazing friends. They're not there. I'm gonna start off doing the Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he comes in. We'll get his opinion, although it's kind of sealed. I'm gonna, dude. So here's the thing, right? Like, it has some really good moments.
Okay.
Some really good fantastical moments.
All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, you're here. I'm gonna just drop this real quick instead of giving my opinion first. Where do you have the Amazing Spider-Man?
Dude, for you just to put it there as a placeholder, shame on you. No, I do. So I have the Amazing Spider-Man above. You already know 2 and 1 isn't amazing. I have Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. I have TASM above those 2 in amazing. That's where I have that. And the reason why, everything that you guys hit on the head, dude, I loved we finally got Spider-Man for real. I wasn't a big fan of the suit, but the fight scenes were incredible. Not only that, the acting, bro. Andrew Garfield, like, Spider-Man was the main thing you focused on. His acting is ungodly, bro. Like, no one overtook his acting. And then for the first time, we had the POV of his web shooters, right? Not only that, you had a lot of cool scenes of just him finally being Spider-Man. Like, I thought he was a little too cool to be Peter Parker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, though, man, everything else, I loved it. I didn't like, obviously, Goomba fucking Lizard, but also great acting. I love the chemistry between those two as well because, they're scientists and they're figuring it out. It shows his smarts. The whole... I feel like this was a more complete Spider-Man, regardless of him not being a complete dork. I thought this was the most complete Spider-Man we saw, especially that when Gwen's dad died and you saw him crying, right? The whole nine, the screaming, everything. Like, this is the first time for me personally. Like, I know people say, oh, you feel for Tobey and Spider-Man 2. Sure. But you don't really feel for him, man. Like how you feel for Andrew because it is comic book accurate. A lot of people complained about the TASM series, period, saying it's too dark and that is depressing. Yeah, that's Spider-Man's life, dude.
Man is depressing.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
How many villains are genetic mutations of their own creations? Like,
yep.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is literally Batman in the Marvel universe.
Facts.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some lighter tones, but I get your thought point.
Not in the OG ones, man.
And
the OG ones? in the OG ones, his story is dark as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like in the OG ones. And just put it to you this way: when we talk about Spider-Man TASM 2, I'll tell you the parallels in the comic. Go ahead, but that's where I have it at.
All right. Well, so the thing is, like, Spider-Man 2, or the Amazing Spider-Man 2, like, I really enjoy it, but like, it's just.
We're also including the extended cut for all of these, by the way.
So
if we're going to include the extended cut, I guess I will put it at Spider-Man, because again, like, relax. Better Spider-Man suit. That is the only time that they've improved on outfits. I think Electro kind of sucked. I think like him being blue is great, but like them going like, I'm gonna close the gap because you got electricity. Like, that was so weird. I don't know, man. Green Goblin, he looks terrible. I'm not saying like I'm not saying as characters they were bad. Like, very great. I love the storytelling. It felt very comic booky. Some of the greatest action sequences and like web slinging sequence, like the most realistic you've ever seen, and like again, Andrew knocked it out of the park. I don't think adding the extended stuff makes it that much better than if it was removed, because I still think it has a lot of problems. The Rhino situation also just overall not a great choice. Not a great choice.
Poor choices.
Paul Giamatti was a poor choice. The type of suit they chose was a poor choice.
From the Ultimate
Ultimate
series,
is fine. The mech suit, the mech suit is fine, but it was just a poor. The one that they went with was just terrible.
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, it was just a poor. Yeah, it was.
He shouldn't have been in the movie, period. But
no, there was really no reason for it. Again, a lot of great sequences, a lot of the best representation of Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy, and that. Not gonna go into that. That makes me kind of upset. Listen.
Say it like this. She fucking died.
Yeah, I know.
It's been years.
It's a great scene. It's a great
somebody that hasn't seen it.
Oh no. The movie's been out since 2014.
No, it's
Melissa. When you see this, I can't wait till we do our re-rankings to hear your freaking opinion on this, dude.
Like, as you guys are talking it, I think I've seen parts of it.
No, you got to watch the whole thing.
You definitely
have. No, I know. I know. I may have watched the whole movie, but I only remember like maybe a quarter of it, if anything. Like,
again, we're gonna rewatch.
After you said Jamie Foxx was in there, I was like, oh wait, I think I might have seen this one. It's just
we're gonna rewatch the whole thing and then re-rank them after Brand New Day.
Mindset, because as a 12-year-old, after seeing this movie, the whole thing in theaters, still couldn't tell you what happened in the movie. It was a movie. It was a lot of stupid shit, but it was a movie.
Oh my god, I can't justify.
It's a really good movie, especially with the extended edition, but I don't think it justifies putting it at amazing.
My gosh,
I think it has too many problems for me to put it at amazing. I apologize. Lucas,
can I go?
Yeah, you're next. So it seems like you're in the same boat as me.
No, I have this in good moments, bad movie.
Really?
Oh my god!
In good moments, it really does.
What?
But all in all, the writing in this movie, the overall pace of this movie, the way that we got the most perfect Spider-Man suit ever put to film, and it was wasted on such an awful script. I don't know.
It wasn't an awful script. It was Sony getting in the middle of it.
I was such a big fan. Well, then whatever they ended up using from that script was unfortunately awful in the movie. God. There's just so many things. Electro was cool to look at, but overall just a very flat character and very one note in general.
Are you serious?
And that's a lot of Spider-Man.
Oh my god!
With the extended version, his character gave him more depth. because he had more.
I didn't watch the extended version. I watched the one that came out in theaters.
All right,
watched
so again, everybody, when we re-rank this, we're watching all the extended editions, etc. All right.
I will rewatch the extended edition for you.
Even without the extended edition.
I don't know if it's really going to change my opinion on the movie, though, because unless they took out all of the bad stuff that I didn't like, that they had, like all of the lead-ins to the Sinister Six that was never going to fucking happen, all of the bullshit story plots with the new Green Goblin and how Harry, it's just the good thing about this movie is that they portrayed, a certain character's demise very respectfully. And that's like all I can say. I don't like Peter Parker's fucking parents, and I don't give a shit about your extended scenes with them in it. His parents should not be a part of the story. His parents should not be a part of the story.
It's a pivotal moment in the comic books. That's how much you actually
It's not. You want to know how not pivotal it is? They're never talked about ever again.
Yes, they are. Of course, they read comics, bro.
Yeah, but
of
guys,
course, didn't read comics except for the newer ones, bro. And then
we weren't gonna get the Jackal story or the Chameleon storyline. That was never happening.
Dude.
That scene was going to be in there because he was actually going to be alive. That's the thing. They were probably going to have him actually be alive. I don't think they were doing Chameleon in the next movie.
They would have,
because the Sinister Six would have gone sideways regardless. The Sinister Six movie that they had planned, we all talk about how horrible these villain-led horror or like superhero movies are. Like Kraven the Hunter is ass. With no respect put on the name of anybody in that movie. I watched it recently, and it is bad. It is bad.
It is very bad.
Morbius is awful.
Morbius is awful.
2 and 3 are not great. Venom 1 is probably the better one out of all of them.
It is the best one out of all
of them. Are so shit. These movies did not have any girth. They didn't have any push through. They didn't have anything. I cannot speak to the disability of Sony more than the fact that they fumbled the third Spider-Man movie in Raimi's universe, and they were going to fumble it again with The Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Go ahead, Danny, man. You know I'm up to go off of you.
Dude, I'm putting that bitch as superior, bro. and especially the extended cut.
Oh,
because so right now it's going.
I was giving it grace, not calling it shit.
Dude, it is literally superior. It's the first time we have Todd McFarlane's fucking suit in the actual whole thing, which is my favorite suit.
Barely even his suit.
It's the best. The Todd McFarlane suit is the best drawn ever out of all the comics, and that was the best one that we got. He acted like Spider-Man for realsies. We have all the comics. The whole thing with Gwen is comic accurate. This is how dark the OG ones are, since you didn't read the OG ones, is that in the original comic, when Goblin throws Gwen off the bridge, first off, she's non-responsive, period. So you don't know if Gwen killed her or if Peter killed her, because what he does is instead of diving for her, he shoots the web and it wraps around her ankles, and when he pulls, her neck snaps. So you don't know if he killed her or Goblin killed her.
Thing in this movie, they didn't play it any different in this movie.
He caught her with the web and she smacked her head.
But the Goblin still threw her, so the Goblin still killed her.
She did not smack her head. She folded in half. She broke her back.
Yeah, she folded in half.
Yeah.
You see it? She went bang.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Again, in the OG, you don't know who killed her. He blames Goblin, but you don't know who killed her. This whole movie, especially the acting on it, that you can't touch it. Like no other Spider-Man has acted this way. And again, Andrew Garfield shines in this movie. You have great actors in the movie, and he's not overshadowed by any other character. None whatsoever. The messaging, the tone, the chemistry. We never had chemistry from any other Spider-Man, including Tom Holland's, on screen with another person that was super believable. Like, oh my God, these two are absolutely in love. Dude, everything from the extended cut, finding out that when that Harry was actually in the files stalking Peter, and you see the symbiote files, you see the Sinister Six files, you see all these different files
in there, and then he explained to Peter, had a confrontation in the extended cut, right? So it was Sony's fault for coming in and doing what they did, especially how they did Sam Raimi, right? It was Sony's fault for getting involved and taking out all the good shit that made it make sense. Because a lot of people said, they're like, the story doesn't make sense. Yeah, why? Because they took the main pivotal script, the main story out, and they fired Andrew when he even said it in an interview. They fired him, and the only reason why they replaced him is because of that, dude. And so that's the only reason why it was a shit movie. It was
I don't know. I
absolutely
don't think
fucking
the
fantastic.
extended,
Dude.
however many more minutes of this movie really fixes all of this.
Have
movie.
you
I
not
don't
seen
think it
have you
does.
not seen Batman v Superman extended cut, which was incredible?
Yeah,
Have you
and
not
it's
seen-
still
yeah.
shitty.
No, it's not. Oh my
Yes,
god.
it is.
Oh my man.
Batman still fucking
Who
kills
this
people.
man? Yes,
What
he
is that?
does.
What
Did
is
you
that?
not read the Dark Knight
That
Returns?
was Batman.
Read the Dark
The
Knight
Dark Knight Return.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. Whatever, bro.
For the first introduction of Batman to
Lucas,
any
you still
universe?
again.
Are you insane?
This just
But
shows
it's
you don't
20
read
years
comics, bro.
back. We got to talk about that. You don't read comics.
Oh.
You don't know the story.
You don't read
I
comics,
do
bro.
read these comics. I do. That's why it's so frustrating, because we have no build-up for the Dark Knight Returns. It's just the Dark Knight Returns, no Batman.
I will stand by.
Oh.
I will stand by that. We still have not had a successful universe for DC at all.
I will agree with you 100% on that, Noah. We don't have a good fucking universe. I will agree 100% on that.
I don't like Batman v
The
Superman.
Snyderverse
I'm
wasn't
not,
it.
I'm
The
not going
DCU
to torture
is
myself
not
with the
currently
extended.
it.
Dude, the extended cut, the Snyder cut of
I'm
the
good.
Justice League
I'm
is
so good.
fucking 3 to 4 hours long, and I
I'm-
watched
I'm-
that entire shit
yeah, I'm-
without knowing it was 3 to 4 hours.
No, I'm good.
A lot of the
I-
times when the producers come in and they fuck up these movies, it's insane to me, dude.
I understand that Snyder had a specific story that he was working towards.
It's
I
just
don't-
so far.
I don't
removed
think
from
that I
what
could
these
name
characters
5
are,
movies
though.
from his from the DC, like the Snyderverse, that I actually enjoyed.
You didn't like Watchmen, the movie? It was great. But Zack Snyder's DC.
That is like the one Zack Snyder extended cut that I actually
Again, like I said, I don't think I don't think I
Other
could
than
name
300.
5. There are some, and also that wasn't connected to his universe, the universe that I'm talking about. So if we're talking
Yeah.
about his DC Snyderverse, Watchmen was not going to be involved. That was made way before. But
Yeah.
we're talking about Spider-Man. We're talking about Spider-Man. We're talking
Yeah,
about
but so
something good.
but anyway, so a lot of the stuff, the only thing I didn't agree with, because I didn't like that storyline, and a lot of people didn't, and hence why they destroyed the Ultimate Universe, is that to have Electro Ultimate Universe, to have Goblin Ultimate Universe, and to have Rhino Ultimate Universe, I get it, because the Ultimate Universe was the thing at the time, but it wasn't popular. That was the only thing, and that's why I was grateful in No Way Home that they actually did Electro right. Even you know what I mean? Even though Jamie Foxx's Electro wasn't based off of the OG Electro. But
Spider-Man
anyway,
was also just in a massive tech era at the time. I will give it that. Spider-Man was in a massive tech-based villain era at the time. It was
well, it was
a
the
problem.
Ultimate Universe. That's why the Ultimate
was a
Universe
big
did the
problem.
humanoid Goblin. The Ultimate Universe did the blue Electro, and the Ultimate Universe did do the mech suit Rhino.
I mean, you had Norman too.
Yeah,
like,
hated
going
it.
on with the he was turning into an actual
Yeah.
Goblin that they were
Yeah.
going to expand.
Yeah.
All right, is it my turn yet?
Yeah.
I'm bouncing off of Danny. I actually don't have it as superior, but I do have it at amazing.
Let's go.
Because of the fact I would have had it as superior, but again, Sony's interference is what dropped it down a tier for me.
Yep.
Story wise, what they wanted to do, again, Andrew Garfield was great. Jamie was fucking great as Electro.
Oh yeah, Electro. Yes.
Say what you want, Lucas, but Jamie was great. They
Yeah.
introduced one of my favorite Spider-Man villains in the movie, Alistair Smythe, who was ragging and forcing Jamie to work. And I was hoping that we would have got him. I would have rather him mutated into what he was supposed to be than Rhino. Like Alistair Smythe as a villain in this movie would have been perfect. They even gave us an ultimate version of Doc Ock, even though they changed his name in the credits. But yeah, man, it was a good movie, an emotional film. if you know
Yes.
the history of Peter's parents and
Yes.
the drama with Gwen and everything. It was just,
Yeah.
dude, this movie was. It was just
The
a good
only time
movie,
you
dude.
feel for him, man,
All
in
around.
any of the movies.
Yeah.
Any of the movies, the only time you feel for him,
Yeah.
bro.
And then the whatchamacallit, Hans Zimmer Junkie XL score, Electro's
Oh, it was
theme
great.
song,
Yep.
just epic.
No, it was great.
Yeah, it was just epic.
Yeah.
That whole Times Square fight was just awesome.
Dude, and then he had the fireman hat on.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a
That's
lot
all
of
I gotta say
again, it's
on
got a
that.
lot of good moments, but like it just the story still feels like it was just kind of stitched together. And I'm saying that with the extended in mind. I will again I'll go
Well, you could
rewatch
tell
it.
that it was butchered. You could
Yeah.
tell it was butchered, and they try to piece it together the best way they could. But
Yeah,
I would love like if they came out and gave us a
like
actual
Uncut?
full director's cut of the way
Yeah,
it's supposed to
a
be.
full
Yeah.
uncut version.
and
Yeah.
my biggest issue too is like you could have easily written it that like the actor you chose to play Norman Osborn and you choose to take him out. And
Yeah,
he
like that.
like you barely even see him, but what you do see, he looks amazing as a
Yeah.
as a transformed goblin. And now if you had done it where like Harry was stalking and investigating Peter and he finds out that Peter is Spider-Man and that the DNA is linked to him, and then you have Harry who gets his blood, but then you have Norman double cross Harry and take the synthesized formula, and he
Yep.
takes it, becomes the Goblin. I would have preferred that. I would,
Yeah.
because we already knew
can
he
agree with
was.
that.
But that's what the
we already
director
knew he
was
was
trying to do. That's what the director was going to do, because he was going to bring that actor back. But
Yeah, well,
again,
you knew
Sony and then
he was
all
like
this,
nihilistic by the way he was
and then
like
firing Andrew.
by the way he was talking about Harry, like it would have easily have just been like, oh yeah, he'll just take out Gwen because it would affect Peter. Like that would
Yeah.
like come on. I don't know. Like yeah, again there was just there was a lot of great moments. There's just a lot of like for storytelling. I just feel like it really falls apart, unfortunately. And
Yeah.
that's the crutch of it, the crux of it all for me.
Yup.
All right, we gotta speed this along. Let's go.
That is true, Ian. Where you got it at?
Oh, y'all gonna hate me.
I hate
man.
you already, bro. After I hear that sigh, I already hate you.
Already.
Man. Oh my god, I hate you.
All right. Let me. I like to get the good parts and the bad parts. So, I did like Andrew's acting in this one. I did like the chemistry between him and Gwen. I thought that was great. Another thing that I actually liked Harry in this one. He kind of gave me the creeps, and I actually liked that. I liked.
Yeah, Danny DeHaan wasn't a bad Harry at all.
Yeah, he wasn't a bad Harry at all. Honestly, I actually kind of liked that.
Chronicle.
What I didn't like about the movie is there were too many subplots to focus on. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why most people don't like it as much or gets mixed reviews. And this is a big flaw of Spider-Man. And I hope they do it right with this Spider-Man coming in is we focus on one villain because we're excited about that one villain. But when they bring in another villain, it's like, okay, I got to look over here. Oh, shit, I got to look over here. Oh, this guy came in. So it's like, it's too many subplots, and they just need to focus it on one villain at a time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the biggest, like, miscue that they didn't have. The Hans Zimmerman score was amazing. That was, when he dropped out of the sky and you heard that song, that was fire. 100%. I agree with Noah. I think we should have had more of Norman. Actually, I would have loved Norman over the Rhino. Like, take the Rhino out and put Norman there. Norman dies, and then that's the connection of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like Rhino is very subpar. You know, build a better mech suit. But like I said, it was okay. I didn't like the connection between the old suit and this suit here. Give us a reason why you changed the suit. Show us how you changed the suit. I think that's the biggest thing. Is
That was the
when we-
best thing that was in Amazing Spider-Man 2 was seeing him make the suit, even though it was unrealistic.
Yeah.
But it was still sick.
Like what I'm saying is like this. Give it a better story arc. Like
Yeah.
give it where at the end of Amazing 1, Gwen was like, hey, look, you know, you should do your suit like this. And she draws a picture, and that'd be the end of the movie. And then the movie starts with him falling down with that new suit. Give it a better arc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Sure, yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, like, but I mean, like I said, I keep it the same as Amazing, the Amazing 1.
All right.
So Spider-Man for you.
Damn.
So it's gonna sit at amazing then.
Sweet.
because we have- yeah. So it is Melissa's turn to rank first. So where are you putting my opinion on this one's gonna be relatively quick, so we're speeding it along, but where are you putting Spider-Man Homecoming, the first Tom Holland movie?
Nah. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't like my favorite. I don't know. I guess it was. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going with meh. Like that's the one I probably rewatched the most too. And he's like, all right, so like
Spider-Man and his sugar daddy.
Pretty much.
You don't even get the scene where he's flying next to him swinging in the movie, like they showed in the trailer.
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it was. I don't know. My friend nicknamed him Peter Parkour, so I always
Parkour!
whenever I see it. Yeah, whenever I see this film, I'm just all right. Cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna quickly. If you're putting it at Spider-Man, I'm quickly just gonna put it down to right here because I'm saying it's trash-tacular. The reason I can't say because I mean Tom Holland and they are married. I can't speak to their relationship arc that much because it was good. It was fine in the second and third movie, but like it's just I don't like the way that Spider-Man's written, and I don't think that I don't like any of the stories we've gotten so far. This is not a Spider-Man villain. This is a Tony Stark villain. And I don't know why they chose that. I don't know why they kept choosing that route. If you wanted to do that, then just make another Iron Man movie. Like honestly,
Yep.
Instead of paying him like $5 million to be in it for like 10 minutes, like it's great. Like
Yep.
Trash-tacular. I don't like it. I see where they were going with it, and I think it was like trash-tacular. Lucas, go ahead.
Yeah, that's I have to say one thing though. That's one of the reasons why I didn't like this Spider-Man is because they made him too much of a teenager, and it just felt like he was more like the lackey versus his own person with Tony Stark. Like you guys said, it did feel like it was like a Tony Stark movie with Spider-Man.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it was
Spider-Man
like
understood the weight and responsibilities of being Spider-Man.
yeah, and we figured this isn't even like the first one we see Tom Holland as Spider-Man, right? Or is Captain America after this?
No.
Civil War was
Civil
the
War.
first time you see him.
Yeah, Civil War is
And he was
Right,
way better
so-
in Civil War.
And he was already established when we met him in Civil War.
Yep.
He was already Spider-Man. He just didn't have a better suit. And also,
Yep.
you take away Spider-Man making his own suit. You give it
Yep.
to you have Tony do it.
Yep.
Crazy. Yeah. Lucas, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, I have it at Spider-Man as well. I don't know. It wasn't super awesome. It wasn't like the best way to introduce Spider-Man into a new like continuity, I guess.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, parts of this movie feel like they were almost filmed for an origin story rather than a continuating story from Captain America. So it's got a really weird vibe. It really does, because I feel like if they did frame this more as like the origin story for Spider-Man, just have it be a prequel sort of to his bit in Captain America, that would have worked better. But I don't know. They were really big on the whole Spider-Man Iron Man team up at that point in time, and
Yeah.
the only reason I don't have a problem with him making his own suit is, I guess, with the benefit of hindsight and like having watched all these movies now and kind of seeing where they were sort of going, unless they really took a hard pivot somewhere. But I don't know. It doesn't really work as a first Spider-Man movie for me. It kind of like, it feels like we're getting dropped into the middle of his story, but not in a great way because we're still introducing all of his people for the first time.
Yeah, it
and
took
what-
3 movies to do the origin, which they said that
Yeah.
they weren't going to do. Because that's exactly what happened. We got an origin throughout the 3 movies.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say
You know what
honestly,
about
I really
You
enjoy
know about a
Far From Home.
Spider-Man that complains? That would be this one.
Yes.
Say what you will about Tobey, but Tom Holland complains about being Peter, and then throughout the movie, and that we're gonna talk about Far From Home, and I'm gonna talk about No Way Home, but like him then complaining about being Spider-Man, give me a fucking break. I cannot.
Yeah, for real.
With this Spider-Man and the route that they chose.
I feel that. I don't know. It was just it didn't have a whole bunch of sauce either. I like the Vulture, but I don't like him being a tech-based villain. You know, I like him
a Tony
being
villain.
I like him having the wings. Like, why can't you just give an old man a pair of wings, dude? Like, it's not that.
But
fucking
also
hard.
remember his power to suck the youth out of people.
Yeah, that too. Like that was like that's like a deep cut, and like they haven't done that in years. But like that would have been cool. Make him like, you know, a Spider-Man super sort of pseudo supernatural thing, since he's having his whole tech-based upgrade and whatnot.
Yep.
Like, you know, I don't know. This movie
Even
wasn't
with
a whole
tech,
bunch.
you can make it happen. Like
Yeah.
we saw all these magic powers already, all this other jazz. Even with the tech, why not be able to have a nanotech something that sucks the youth out of people? You know what I mean? It's still plausible, but no.
Yeah, but he was using alien technology, so it's
what
very
I'm saying.
plausible that you could have done the alien. You could have done an alien suit that was rigged to look like a vulture suit that could suck the youth out of people.
Yep.
So then it would make more
And you
sense.
could
for
still keep
story
the
too.
pilot helmet. I like Vulture with a helmet.
And you
Nothing's
can
wrong with
switch it.
Vulture with a helmet.
Yeah, and you can switch also instead of the youth, the life essence of somebody, right? Because it's alien tech.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah. Marcus, where you got it?
Very
at?
man.
I got that trash Thanksgiving.
All right, so it's going back in the. It's right smack dab in the middle.
Dude, I'm not a fan of Tony Stark Jr. at all. I mean, like,
This is basically
what else?
Riri Williams' story as Ironheart, but for
Oh my God! He did not just go there.
yeah, you got one of my other favorite Spider-Man villains, and he was wasted in the Shocker. And you got one of my favorite actors, Bokeem Woodward.
Shocker!
I can't believe they did that.
And they wasted him. They wasted him, dude.
Bad,
they
bro.
wasted him.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that. I can't.
And then you set up Ned, and those of us that know the comics, Ned is supposed to become Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
I can't see that happening no time soon because of their dynamic. You know what I mean? Like, they were friends in the comics, but they weren't like best friends like they are in this universe.
They wanted a new friend.
So I'm like, they just screwed up everything that made me fall in love with Spider-Man.
Yes.
This didn't feel like Spider-Man to me at all.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was Spider-Man in costume and name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even the suit. I hate the suits.
I'm not even gonna lie. With it being like a Tony Stark villain, more so, like I can give that away because Spider-Man is constantly sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, and where it's, you know, it's not wanted or whatever. It's not his business, and he's just butting in. But like it's worse, even more so. Like, if they were going to do that, why not just do like one of Iron Man's many lower tier villains, if that's what they wanted to do? Because like Iron Man does have a lot of lower tier villains that you can just kind of throw in a Spider-Man story if you just want him to, you know, be connected to Tony Stark in some way. But they made it Adrian Toomes, which is like, you know, again, Spider-Man comics dating back to like the 60s. Like, he's always had a personal beef with Peter Parker as well.
And not only that, why wasn't he working for Oscorp? Oh,
yeah,
that's right. We don't have Oscorp, and we don't have Oscorp in Tom Holland's universe. I forgot.
Yep. Isn't
I
that
can't
weird?
change
So-
it. I don't have anything to drink. But
Because the
I
Vulture
feel your
always
opinion.
worked for Oscorp, and he always had a beef against Norman. So
Yeah.
like, how do you ruin that? Now he's working for
I don't
Tony,
know.
cleaning up, New York and stuff.
Yeah, right.
Apparently
Dumb.
so.
Like it just.
What do you got it at? What do you got it at? I assume I know. I think I know where you got it at, Danny. But
You do. Oh, you do.
let me
you do.
just let me just move it down.
Oh yeah.
there.
My
That's
biggest
crazy.
gripe, man. Tom Holland was so good in Civil War because
Yep.
the Russo brothers got him right and the writers got him right. And now you have a fucking regression. Are we joking? Because even when Tony played in Civil War, that clip, he was already saving people in his kit that his
Yep.
homemade kit. So how are you going to regress him that he doesn't know what to do? Right? And you're saying, oh man, you made all of this by dumpster diving? That's crazy. Saying that he's really fucking smart. And now he's in a smart suit and can't even handle it. He's like an old dude with an iPhone, bro. You're like, oh my God, what is happening? And then him and Zendaya, listen, they're probably good people out here and they definitely love each other. Cool, man. But on screen, you cannot feel that chemistry whatsoever. She is so like meh to him that it's not believable, dude. It's
I
not
like
believable.
the other girl better, the one that played Liz. The chemistry between the two of them was better than him and Zendaya.
Oh yeah.
And then even in the next movie when we rank it, like they're basically like, you want to be together? Yep. It's like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is high school puppy love, though. You remember the days of that?
No, bro. I was nope. Don't even do that. Nope. But I'm
Marcus,
just saying,
Well,
tell
not
it
high
like it
school.
is.
Not high school. Not high school. Maybe middle school. Middle school. Like,
no,
hey,
bro. But you know what I mean? It was just man. And then also all the tech that Tony gave him. A lot of that was inspiration from
Spider-Man
Superior.
PS4 is unfortunately the cause for that.
Yeah, but not only that, the Superior Spider-Man as well comics, because Superior Spider-Man was with all the tech and whatnot. So it's kind of like, hey man, I get it, but this is not even Peter's tech. This is not even Doc Ock's tech. This is all Iron Man stuff. So it's like you said, Noah, it's literally Tony Stark Jr. and it sucks, man. I hate it. I hate that they regressed him so much to rely on Tony so much. It's just dumb, dude. It's not Peter Parker whatsoever. It took, like you said, it took 3 movies to finally get him right. It's ridiculous. And that's all. I'm just going to get off my soapbox because we got to keep it moving. But damn, dude.
Yeah. We're also
that's
breaking
almost
Ian's heart, so we gotta let him come in here and defend thine honor of Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ian.
Oh. So I'm the opposite, man. I like Tony Stark Jr., bro. I'm a Tony.
You even called him that. You even called him Tony Stark.
I'm gonna call him that. I'm gonna tell you why I like him. They got him as a teenager. That's exactly
where's our jail button?
But check this out. That's exactly how a teenager would act. Now I understand what you were talking about. I understand. I get it. Like they did regress him back. I get that. That's my only downfall. What I did like about this Spider-Man was this was the only Spider-Man movie when I saw, other than the other ones, this one had a twist. And I'm a sucker for twists. I don't care what it is. I'm a sucker for twists.
What twist? You saw it coming from a mile away.
So
what twist?
The twist was Liz's father was Adrian Toomes. I like that. I was like, oh shit.
Okay, yeah, that's different. That's different. That was cool.
That was different.
That was all right.
This is but check me out. Yeah. This is the one thing I'd say. I don't like to go into a movie with a checklist. I hate going into a movie like, okay, Spider-Man's got to have this. Spider-Man's got to have that. Spider-Man's got to have that. Because it kills my moment. You know what I'm saying? For me to enjoy the movie.
Yeah, but none of us have a checklist. We want to just see.
No. I'm not saying I'm not saying you guys. I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like to do. So what I like for me is I like when somebody challenges me and say, okay, well, we're not going to do the story. We're going to do the story like this. We're going to do the story like that. So at first I was like, nah, I don't think that's going to fly. But I liked it. Like I said, I liked it. To put it in the MCU, he had to be kind of tech savvy. If you think about it, he couldn't have just gone in. I don't know. He just couldn't.
But he wasn't.
I don't know. I'm tired of seeing the whole like Uncle Ben dies. The this. Give me something new. You know what I mean? That's why I fell in love with Miles. Because give me something new. You know what I'm saying?
I was cool without the
liked
Uncle Ben origin again, and we moved on.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we get,
Cool with
but
that,
we
but
still get it.
still.
It happens in 3. It happens in 3.
I know, but with
an
Aunt
origin.
May, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like if you're gonna have a younger Spidey getting the hang of things, you need that origin. But if not, you need an established Spider-Man then, which they were trying to do, and then they regressed him.
The biggest
Yeah.
twist of this movie is that I don't think Spider-Man actually threw a single punch at the Vulture in this movie.
Oh my god, don't even fucking make me rewatch it again, bro. Oh my god, don't do this.
Oh yeah.
So where do you have it then, Ian? Where do you
He
have
got his
it?
ass whooped by everybody.
I got it in the middle.
You got it in
Spider-Man.
I think that's
Yeah.
So that
just gonna
goes up
bump it
one.
right back up to
So it goes
to
up.
Yeah.
Good Moments Bad Movie.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
it's a tie. Yeah, no, you won't catch me putting it any higher than Trash-tacular, unfortunately.
Me neither.
Um.
Next one is Into the Spider-Verse. That's the one that came out first.
Oh,
Yeah,
we can
Into the
we can go
Spider-Verse
in
came out
order
Are
of
we doing
movies. That came out.
chronological? Oh boy.
Yeah, we're doing chronological.
All right, so if we're doing Into the Spider-Verse, where are we throwing Into the Spider? I'm just gonna throw it. I'm just gonna
That's
throw it
such a
somewhere.
different vibe.
Superior, dude. Superior
Yeah.
for me.
Well,
Yeah,
so
it's the-
Lucas is going first. Lucas is going first. Lucas, where you?
Wait, why am
where
I going first?
Oh,
What?
okay, okay.
When did that happen?
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I'll put it at Superior. It's not at the top of Superior though. It's definitely behind Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
But that's I'm not gonna lie, that's just because I like Across the Spider-Verse way better. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
both above Spider-Man 2. That's just me.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right, Marcus. I already heard. No, you're putting it at Superior. I mean, I think
Yeah,
it
I
might
got
be
it
a
above
clean sweep,
Spider-Man
but
2 though.
we'll get to that. But is it a clean sweep? Are we all putting it at Superior?
Yeah, pretty much.
I would. Yeah, I would imagine. I would imagine that.
Not only one
Yeah.
of the best Spider-Man movies around, it's also probably one of the best animated movies I've seen in a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah,
Facts.
100%.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
Next one is
Yeah,
Spider-Man Far
facts.
From Home. That's the next one that came out.
All right.
Yeah, I guess we just don't have that much opinions
Far
on it.
From
We
Home.
just like it that much.
It's. I mean, there's really not much. There's really not much to say
It's
about
that
it
damn
other
good.
than like.
There's not
it's
much to
just-
say.
Yeah, I mean, like
Not-
we could go in
It's
and talk about
borderline
it
a
more,
perfect
but like.
film.
No,
Yeah, like-
it's hey, we just like it.
I think there's
Yeah.
more to say. There's more to say about the second film. That's the thing.
oh
Because
yeah.
The first film is such a build up to the. I don't know. I just feel like it's such a
The
build up
more-
into the.
the second film has more good to talk about in my mind.
We'll get there. We'll
Yeah.
get there.
All right.
No, you got the
Mark-
wrong one. Far From
Is it
Home.
Far-
Not No Way Home.
Oh,
Far
why
From
is
Home
Far
is
From Home-
the mask.
My apologies. Where are
There
you
you go.
putting Far From Home,
Who?
Marcus? Where are
There
you
you go.
putting Far From Home, Marcus?
Me?
Yeah.
Shit. Good Moments, bad movie.
Thank you.
Good Moments, bad movie for me.
That's
I
also where
actually
I have
like
it.
Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. I
Wasted,
really
though.
enjoy Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio because he
Yeah, me
was
too.
that quirky, you know what I mean? Like he always had,
Yeah.
always viewed Mysterio in the comics and the cartoons and every iteration as being borderline bipolar. And Jake Gyllenhaal played that perfectly in this movie,
Yes.
where he was
Right.
just like it was like a light switch for him, where he was cool
Mhm.
in some moments, and then he would just snap and lose his shit, you know, out of the blue. Then I like that they connected the actor Mikey from A Christmas Story from Iron Man 1 into this
Correct.
movie because he was the bald guy with the glasses. I thought that was cool.
Plot twist.
What else? That's actually the only things that I liked about the movie was Mysterio. Oh, and then they set up one of my another favorite villain, Chameleon, with Dimitri. He was the bus driver
Mhm.
working for,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it was cool to introduce Dimitri, but even though he wasn't Chameleon yet. Those are the only good things I got to say about the movie. That's it. Mysterio, Dimitri, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm with Marcus. You had cool moments, good visuals, great fights, you know what I mean, etc. Bringing fucking J.K. Simmons back at the end was incredible.
Yep.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. How can
So
I
there,
forget that? Yeah, how can I forget
there was cool moments, man. But again, you know, you have a Spider-Man that's not Spider-Man, and it's all based on Tony's. It's Tony's story. The Mysterio was made by Tony, right? Because it was called Barf.
Oh, barf.
That yeah, and then it's all these tech. He's not an illusionist. It's all tech, you know. And then we're in Earth 616, and with the multiverse. Oh my god, bro! Like I just couldn't, bro. Like there was a lot of shit in this movie that I could not. And then that whole subplot with Happy and Aunt May. Also, I was like, oh come on, dude. You know what I mean? Like it was just there were a lot of funny moments and whatever, but it's just moments in this movie, man. The story, everything else was just bad. And then the whole thing with come on, Peter Tingle. It's like your spider sense wasn't working this entire time, bro. Like I don't understand what we're doing. Like you have spider sense this entire time, and now this one time it doesn't work. We're doing great, right? I don't know. I can keep going. And then the elementals.
And the first
were
time we get the
fucking
black
fake.
suit.
Dude,
yeah.
And then you got Spider Monkey, and then all of a sudden, then you also have the elementals that were nothing.
It was
They were
Night
just fake.
Monkey, actually.
Night Monkey, Spider Monkey,
Night
Tomato Tomato,
Monkey.
but yeah,
Very popular character in the B tier scene.
yeah, but dude, it was bad. It was bad, bro. It was bad. Anyway,
Ian, where you got it at?
I got it at mid again.
All right, well, it's not moving, but
Yeah, like I said, it was good. I like Mysterio. Mysterio was great. I also liked how they brought in what's his name? Not Mysterio. What's the other guy? Chameleon. I like how they brought him, but they also brought Janice, who's also the Beetle. So they did. I did like how they.
Oh
brought that in.
yeah. I forgot about that.
Which,
So, like I said, it like I said, I liked it because of the plot twist. The plot twist was great. That was a really good MCU plot twist. So I like where they were going with it. I liked Happy a little bit more in this. I don't know. It was, like I said, it was good. It was, like the only thing I didn't like about it was I felt like the story dragged a little bit too long, and then it got to like the good part. But like I felt like the whole Night Monkey we didn't really need.
yeah.
That's it.
also the
keep it in the
second
mid.
Spider-Man movie not in New York.
Yep. Even though he could be elsewhere.
Yep.
Oh, he's going on vacation. And then
Because
Aunt May
remember
put the
in
suit in
space,
his
Spider-Man
in his
can't be in
thing.
New York or can't be outside New York.
No, he can be, but what I'm saying is just like Aunt May put the suit in his thing.
I know.
We're doing great.
I know. Trust me, I'll get to that. But like, Melissa, where do you have it at?
Probably more good moments, bad movie. I
Yeah,
don't
that's also
remember
where
it.
I got it.
Like I
It's not
remember just
memorable.
watching it. It's just nothing about it is any different than I feel like any of the other Spider-Mans. Like more
Yeah.
parts stood out from other movies. That's when I was like, okay, they're on vacation or what, wherever he was going. I don't know. I don't even remember why he left New York. But yeah,
It was
Not
a school trip. It was a school trip to Italy, right?
Yeah.
It was
It
a school trip to Italy.
They were supposed to go to Paris, but what's his name? The Skrull disguised as Nick Fury switched.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that because I can't wait to
Yeah.
bring that. I can't wait to bring that up.
Yeah.
Please bring it up.
All right, yeah. So I also have it in good moments, bad movie because. So I will say I agree with Marcus with like the sappy moments that they have in between the relationship. Listen, I also am with my high school sweetheart. So like for me, those sappy moments, and especially with the Black Dahlia, and then seeing that it's gonna be in the fourth movie, that shit breaks my heart, right? Like that shit really breaks my heart. So like seeing those moments in this movie, I like that. J.K. Simmons coming back as J. Jonah Jameson, love that. I jumped out of my seat for that. That was really the only other than that, but like again, Spider-Man. Not like he's going on vacation, but the fact that you're adding into the storyline, he wants to get away from being Spider-Man. Like,
Yep.
you were dusted and took a nap for 5 years, and now you're like, oh, it's too much pressure. I like, what are we doing? What are we like? He didn't even lose his powers. He just decided that he wanted to go on vacation and not be Spider-Man, and he's
Yep.
actively avoiding superhero work.
Mhm.
And like you bring up like the idea of the 616, wrong universe. I like you have actors that will agree with us. It's not 616, not 616. Sorry. I would have been more interested if you had actually just stuck to that story and he was lying to Shield about why he was there, but he actually he crossed dimensions, whether it be on purpose or on accident, because it leads us into the next movie. I don't know what, or it could have, and you have him actually being a Spider-Man villain because he sees that Spider-Man's in this universe, so he wants to target him. I would have preferred that, honestly. I would have preferred that to him.
What, him being an actual multiversal traveler?
I would have rather him be a multiversal traveler instead of him being another Tony Stark villain where he gets pissed off because Tony Stark names his technology Barf. Are you for real? Are you for real? And yeah, sure, like you bring back characters from the first Iron movie, whatever. Like, who cares about that guy? Like that guy in particular
Mikey,
in the background.
That's Mikey. He's a beloved character. That's Mikey.
Nobody
Christmas
cares.
Story, dude. That's Mikey.
No, oh my god, so amazing.
Good moment, bad movie. I think that honestly, because Dave talked about it, and we've talked about the different popcorn buckets. If they were to have done a Spider-Man popcorn popcorn bucket, it should have been this one, not the one that they're doing now. Because the one with the stickers looks cool. But my take, good moments, bad movie. They wasted Mysterio. Like first.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Hands down, they did. And the suit looked incredible, which was even worse. Insult to injury. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty meh.
All right, so is it Across the Spider-Verse or is it?
No Way Home came out first.
No Way Home.
Really? Okay.
First, yeah.
All right, so that would be Marcus. Where you got it at, Marcus? I think I know.
As much as I don't like, he's not my favorite. I actually do have this one as at amazing, because of everybody involved in the movie. Like, bring it back, nostalgia characters. Willem Dafoe again steals this movie. Willem Dafoe steals this movie. Jamie Foxx was great again. Alfred Molina was great again. With his turning from heel to face, to baby face. So that was great. The movie itself, outside of them, actually worked for me this go around, because of the fact of Peter actually facing consequences in this one.
Yes.
And I like his character development in this one. For the first time of Tom Holland run, this was his best performance in the role for me personally.
Yep.
It was just an awesome film all around, man. Like, to me personally, even the stuff with Doctor Strange was cool. Their dynamic was cool because that's exactly how their dynamic is, where Doctor Strange is like that uncle that gets annoyed with him. You know what I mean? So that was great to see. And again, they got Electro right again, finally. It was just a great movie, man. And then to have all three of them together, that was cool. But again, Willem Dafoe was the best thing of this movie. As Osborn.
Yeah.
He just
also
seeing how broken he was, and then knowing that Goblin was in there and was like, nah, I'm taking control. Like, dude, the fight in Happy's condo.
My god, incredible.
When he just power bombs him through the floor, like, ooh.
Oh god, yeah.
I was awesome. Like, that's one thing, like, Goblin and I would say Venom, out of all the Spider-Man villains, even though Craven, who's my personal favorite, will put them paws on Spidey. When it comes to matching strength, Goblin and Venom were always the two that was like on par. And Goblin put things on him, man, in that fight.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved it.
All right.
Where you got it at?
I do have it as amazing as well. But I would put it like top. I would even put it like top tier amazing. I would put that above all the other ones. Dude, the finally believable of their relationship between him and Zendaya, right? Him and MJ. I like that they fixed all the loopholes. They said that her full name, right? And then she was like, I don't go by that, right? Man, we don't know why, but that I still great at fixing a lot of loopholes with the characters. Um, Doctor Strange and Peter's fight was incredible. Also, finally, you show his smarts. He's like, "Is that a geometrical pattern?" He's like, "This is just math." He's like, "The mirror dimension is math. You know math, right?" And outsmarted him. I love the fact that he didn't overpower Doctor Strange. He outsmarted him. Finally, right? Or how the Spidey senses, we finally get to see it in his astral projection.
Yeah.
Right, and how it's moving on his own. Andrew Garfield's redemption. Tobey Maguire being the Uncle Ben out of the crew was awesome. You know what I mean? It's just Alfred Molina, everybody, like everything that Marcus said is so true. Willem Dafoe's acting, and even the Aunt May, my God, like it's so much emotional, pivotal moments. Finally, we actually care about this guy. You know what I mean? So for me personally, I would say this is one of the top tier Spider-Mans. It wasn't like absolute perfection because obviously they have a couple of things, you know, whatever. But dude, this was a finally a complete film. And then we got the OG suit finally. You know what I mean? And it was the light blue at the end of it. You know what I mean? Which again, one of the best things, one of the best designs ever. He's finally poor and broke, like how he's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like
our boy has come home.
Yeah, but I love that it's a direct sequel. Like it's right after he said, "Hey, Peter Parker, Spider-Man," right?
Yep.
And it was just really, really funny. It was just well balanced with everything. I just think this was one of the top tier Spider-Mans. Again, I don't put it as superior because honestly, if we didn't have Andrew, if we didn't have Toby, if we didn't have those other characters that we were talking about, it still wouldn't be, you know, it wouldn't be superior. It wouldn't be up there. You know what I mean? Without all the other people in it. So
I gotta add one more thing. And the fact that we get the nod to Miles with Jamie and Andrew, where he said, "Oh man, I thought you were black." Oh, what did he say? He was like, "I thought you were black."
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, I thought you were black.
Spider-Man
Yo, that was
somewhere.
funny as hell, boy. He's just like saving poor people. And he goes, living in New York. I thought you were black, right? But also, I did honestly. Let's pick it like backpedal a little bit. I did like the fact that Donald Glover finally got his flowers in Homecoming.
Yes,
and that they did mention.
I forgot about that.
And that he is the Prowler because he said, "Yo, I got a nephew that lives out here." Right?
Yeah,
definitely love that. So, but
100%.
Ian, where you got it?
Superior, man. I gotta put it at superior because this movie.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
I'm gonna say this: this movie did something that not just a superhero movie did. They did something that no other movie has ever done, and has put 3 generations of a character in a movie, in one movie.
I'll give you that. Yep.
That is like that's amazing, like beyond amazing. I think the reason why I like Tom Holland is because of that movie, and it answered every single one of those. What it did, that movie answered every single answer that we've been saying. This movie could have been better. This movie, it answered it. It answered it in every single thing. The only drawback that I wish it would have had Mysterio. I wish it would have had a plot twist where Doctor Strange comes out of the portal, but it was actually Mysterio, and Mysterio and Doctor Strange go at it. That was the only thing I wanted.
Yeah,
that would have been cool.
That would have just blew everybody's mind. But I put it as superior. Like I said, the fight scenes were amazing. The villains were there. They were really great. You got to see Tom Holland grow, but you also got to see Zendaya grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got to see her grow.
Finally. Finally her acting was on par, man. Finally.
Yeah. And just the interactions between, you know, Toby, Tom, and you know what I'm saying, and Andrew, just their interactions like, man, I want to fight an alien. You know what I mean? Like that's what people want to see. That's
they were like the perfect brothers.
All right, you know
man.
what? You know what?
Like
Noah, I'm taking a drink. You know what?
Yeah,
Noah,
I gotta
I'm
take a
taking
drink. I gotta
Ian,
bump it
Ian
up.
convinced me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta bump
Ian
it up.
convinced me.
100%.
There you go.
100%.
Everyone's thinking that's superior now.
Yeah, I
Tony
would
Park,
love that.
Tony Park, let's get it,
No,
baby.
seriously, that scene alone when they're cooking up the remedies for the
Yep.
villains, that
Yeah.
scene alone was just that was the shit.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, one of the things that we all had to gripe on the previous ones,
Mhm.
finally the villains don't die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see.
Damn
I
you,
would have
Ian.
loved to see
Vulture didn't
Mysterio.
die in the first one, and we got Scorpion, who's coming back now. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the kill
I
off
would've
of
seen
Mysterio was
Mysterio.
ridiculous.
Oh
bro.
my god,
Yeah.
that would have been it. That would.
I would
The
have
kill off
loved
Mysterio was a mistake, bro.
Yeah, it was.
yeah,
I would have loved if Lizard and Sandman were their normal selves. Rather
Yeah.
yeah, they
Or
fixed
Well,
that.
that-
another.
Well, you know
thing I
they were
would've
older.
loved-
They were older. One and two. I forgot why they kept. It's not only that they're older. There was something else too. That I don't know if it was. Huh?
It was scheduling conflicts between the two.
There
of
we
them.
go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I would have loved to, like, when they opened that, when Doctor Strange was trying to close that realm of all the people that knew him, I would have loved to see a little bit more. Like, I would have loved to see, like, Rhino
More
in his
villains.
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have.
Well,
I
they
would've
showed
loved
they
to
showed
see, like-
Rhino. They showed the actual Rhino from the comics in it, but I would have loved if they started pouring in. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
started causing a ruckus in the city
Mhm.
because of a consequence because of Peter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would have loved to see some of the other villains from the other movies. Like, I would have loved to see
Yeah.
Dahan come out, like, trying to reach out, but he can't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that was the only thing I think they missed on the movie, but overall, superior.
Yeah. I could agree with that.
Yeah. Melissa, where you got it? Where you got this one at?
I had it in like the top tier of like amazing superior because like
Yeah.
it was one of the most like, put together Tom Holland movie, and I
Yep.
also felt like he was more like that Captain America type Spider-Man.
Yes.
But like he just felt more the right role for it versus like a teenager that I wasn't used to because Tobey Maguire didn't seem that. I know he's in high school, but he didn't feel that young.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this one, it just tied it in better. And I liked having like you said, the generational of the Spider-Man, like just the scene with all of them together. Like that was like one of my favorite parts.
Mhm.
So,
And the
yeah,
best thing
like
they could have ever done, no goblin mask.
Yep.
yeah,
Yes.
You let Willem Dafoe use his face.
Yep.
Well, we also got the natural color scheme too, the purple
Yep.
and green. You know,
Yep.
in the original Toby movie, he was just all green, but you got the purple hoodie.
Yep.
Hood. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, some people say that this is nostalgia bait, but I'm personally not one of those people. I won't put it at superior only because I think personally, again, without Toby and Andrew, this movie falls apart, I think. And I will also say that I think everything is perfect that is around Tom Holland's story in the beginning. Like, because the whole thing is like he wants people to forget he's Spider-Man. Like, I get that, I understand. Like, it's not like necessarily his fault, but like the whole premise of the movie is like it's his fault in like such a dumb way. I think they probably could have done a better job with it. And also we know for a fact that they were supposed to have a scene where Toby Spider was gonna fight the Green Goblin. And I would have loved to have seen that because we didn't really get interactions that I felt were more important. We didn't get a Goblin Toby interaction really until the end, and it really wasn't that important because it didn't really mean anything because they weren't interacting with each other. It was more so like him interacting with the Doc Ock that was more important, and it was still kind of short for me. I think that relationship, which I felt like was the most important one, was very underutilized as well. And I think for that reason, I can't put it at superior.
Damn it, Noah! Now I'm taking a drink. You guys are convincing me.
No.
The only thing that detracts from the movie was, again, because I like Hobgoblin. I wanted Ned to become Hobgoblin. But now you get him magical.
Well, they did the joke. They did the callback when he's just like, I just want to tell you, I would never do that to you. Remember?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about they gave him magical abilities. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
he
like,
gave him
when did
magical
Ned-
abilities.
Yeah, I was like, when did Ned ever have magical abilities?
It's like you could have done
Maybe
something.
they
You
just
definitely could have done
needed
something with that.
Yeah,
But
They
then
just needed
on,
that. That was a MacGuffin. You know that, dude.
yeah.
on top of that too, you also have like Peter saying consistently throughout this film that it's not his problem when it's his fucking fault that these people are
Yep.
in his universe. Like,
Well, that's why I like the mature part. Like Marcus said, these are the consequences of his actions. It wasn't his
Yeah.
problem until Aunt May died, right? And then
yeah,
that's
and like
why-
so, like again, I like that. Again, it's 3 movies to make an origin, which is why like
Yeah.
I'm just still not like entirely a fan of the Tom Holland storyline. I think I might enjoy the new one more, but again, because like this is like it wasn't his fault his identity got exposed, but it was. I mean, technically, it was kind of his fault because he revealed his identity and also gave it. He also gave the glasses to, he gave him the like he was doing some pretty stupid shit. So like, I don't know. I just think again, Tom kind of the story kind of loses me because it is so blatantly his fault. Like it's not even
Yeah.
like he's doing something for the like. I don't know. It was sort of for the greater good, but still like horribly selfish. And then throughout the movie, it felt selfish. Yes, again. So I said the beginning of the movie because like towards the end, he comes around and it becomes the great power, great responsibility, all that shit, right? But it took a while. It took a while
Yeah.
in the movie to do that, and I couldn't get down with it.
I'm with Ian though. I'm with Ian. They should not have killed Mysterio. That should have been another.
Absolutely not.
Amazing.
That should have been another illusion
Yep.
that he got shot up and then he comes back and like really
Sinister
you really think I'm gonna
Six.
die like that.
Amazing.
Dude, that would have made this movie peak, bro.
Yeah.
That would have made this
100%.
movie so peak.
Yeah. But and then
Especially
you gotta.
Go ahead. Ian.
I was gonna say, like, that you gotta look at like the fact that like all 3 of them got healed, and we saw them got healed, whereas it
Mhm.
was Andrew jumping to save MJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even though he lost Gwen in his end, then you
Dude,
got
that's-
Toby
That
coming
made me
over to
cry.
save what's his name, because he was like, that's what Toby had in the beginning of the first Spider-Man. He was gonna kill that dude that killed his uncle. You know what I'm saying? So it was like kind of like a circle back, like, oh shit.
And
no,
also,
don't
Toby
kill
didn't want to
him.
kill Goblin. Remember, Toby didn't want to kill Goblin.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
he saved Goblin yet again. You know what I
And the
mean?
funny thing about it, he was about to get skewered by the glider again, because he
Yeah.
got skewered by the glider in the first.
Yeah. So it's I think it's more like, I understand I get what you're saying though. I think it's more of like the healing that we see. And I
Yeah.
think it's that once we see that, like I said,
Oh yeah.
best heroes are the tragic heroes. So once we see that tragic hero comes out, that's all it needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. So everything around like those just certain like big plot points, they just really bother me. And also again,
Yeah, I
having the fight scene between Toby and Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Everything else is amazing, but just not superior because of the one. But Lucas, what do you think? What do you got it at?
I'll go a stone cold superior. We got all 3 Spider-Men from literally every generation in one movie, and I think that
Yeah.
alone gets it that title. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like there's so many movies that give us so much less nowadays. So
Yeah.
like, they fed
That
us
is-
well.
yeah,
with
that's
this one.
true.
And
I
we had
think
Doctor
also
we had
Yeah.
Doctor Strange in the movie. We had a little
Yeah.
Captain America cameo with the whole shield on the
Shield
thing.
yeah. Statue
like-
of Liberty.
And with like
Wongers.
basically the Sinister Six at -1, but
Yeah.
it was
You know
pretty
what's funny?
fantastic.
I have to agree with Ian Noah on this one. If I think what would have been a more pivotal moment of Toby saving Goblin is if Goblin fought Toby and actually stabbed him or something, and that's what drive Tom Holland towards the edge. You know what I mean? Of wanting to kill this fucker. Because he's just
Yeah.
like, you killed my Aunt May, and now he thinks Toby's dead, right? Like, and you killed this
Yeah.
guy, and that drives him to the edge, and then just to have Toby save him, you know what I mean? Instead of getting stabbed at
Yeah.
the end, but to save him, and then it shows a great power with great responsibility type of deal. Like, look, no, even though I'm stabbed, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, don't do it.
It's a
I
real
think that would have been a
Batman
little bit
thing to
more
do.
dramatic.
It's a real
Right.
Batman. It's a real
Yeah,
Batman
yeah.
thing to do. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I was going to comment when y'all were brought back Mysterio, like bring him back and have him get Strange. The way that the Marvel Spider-Man 2 game handles Mysterio, that little story arc in the game
Yes.
would have been
Mhm.
perfect in this movie if they would have kept it,
100%.
you know, because
Agreed.
he did use tech, you know, in the game,
Yeah.
rather than illusion, but it worked, and it would have worked for this movie if they would have gone that route. But yeah, if they kept
Yeah.
him alive.
Oh, a little insert too. That's I took Danny to see that movie in 4D. You remember that,
Yes,
Danny?
yes. Do you remember?
If you have not
Yes.
seen a movie in 4D, go see
Dude,
it.
we saw it in
especially Spider-Man.
4D, dude. Oh
Amazing.
my god, it was probably one
Amazing.
of the greatest moments. Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
I can't believe that. Listen, I can't believe I keep forgetting this, man. My brain need. I have dementia. This is ridiculous.
Yes.
Danny, I think I know where pretty much all of us are putting this movie at.
Oh yeah.
Where-
Oh yeah. You already know.
Where are you throwing it?
Oh yeah. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That is very fair. Yeah, again, very fair.
Was that a clean sweep?
Is it a clean sweep again for this?
Across the Spider-Verse, guys? Is this a
I
clean
hear,
sweep?
I hear no.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Super
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Fantastic movie.
100%.
Such a great continuation, such a great balance of comedy and horror.
Yes.
Or and comedy or comedy and drama and some horror. I will say some horror was in there.
Yep.
Miles in this story is like is elevating the name of Spider-Man, and
Yep.
that's what
Yes.
you want in a Spider. Like he is elevating who Spider-Man is meant to be, and I really love that. I like the only story beats I don't like is that so many Spider-Man are kind of blindly agreeing with 2099. I
Yep.
don't think it would be that accurate. I don't think it would be that wide. I think there'd be a lot more people who were like, "Oh, you're doing that." I don't think I can agree with this because I don't know. I think we're gonna find out more stuff in the third movie, but I also but like the continuation of the story
Well,
from 1 to 2, like it's just
What I would-
and the animation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Not
I
only
will
that,
say about
we get Donald Glover's Prowler in live action.
Yes,
in
yeah.
suit,
Talk about
and it
talk
looked
about
amazing.
flowers. Talk
But
about
remember,
flowers.
the reason why they're blindly agreeing with him is because he's shown it, he's proven it that he did what every Spider-Man wanted to do. He went to a different universe to live his life, and he caused a massive destruction of a universe. It caused an incursion.
Yeah.
So because of that, that's why everyone followed him, even though he was super dark. But I do have to say though, guys, I'm sorry, as I love Miles to death, but who stole the show was Spider-Punk. Hobie stole that fucking
Oh,
show,
absolutely.
Oh,
I would
yeah,
love to
Hobie.
see him.
Oh,
dude. Yeah, Hobie
Yeah.
stole that
Hobie
show,
did
bro.
good.
Oh,
Hobie
God.
did good. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would love
yeah,
to
he
see
did.
him
Yeah, he did.
in a solo movie if they start
Yes,
making
in a solo
Yeah.
Spider-Punk movie, whether live action or animated, yes, please.
I think that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I say him and what's her name? What's she,
Spider-Gwen?
Spider Woman?
Haley
No,
Steinfeld.
Spider Woman, right?
Spider Woman with the afro.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
oh,
Spider-Man, yeah.
Oh,
She was good.
yeah.
She was good.
For some reason, she's having a kid too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was pregnant. Yeah,
Well, I think you should get them. We should get the movies after this one.
yeah, absolutely,
We should.
absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think so when I put Spider-Man, I always put Spider-Man in the 4 R's, right?
Yeah.
Toby is reimagined. Andrew is the redo. Tom is the reinvention. Miles is the remix. So with this movie is a completely different movie from the first one.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. It connected the story. And not only that, this movie, when I said this movie humbled me as a nerd, because it brought every iteration of Spider-Man that some of them I didn't even recognize. So when I said this movie humbled me, like I was so like looking around like, oh shit, like I don't remember that Spider, you know what I mean? Like, and it made me go home like trying to flip through like which Spider-Man was what. It humbled the hell out of me as a nerd, and I absolutely love it. But the crazy part, man, the story was hella good. Like it was like
Oh my god.
this is the first
Incredible.
like animated movie. I was like, I didn't want it to end. I could have stayed another like hour.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
Bro,
hold
yeah,
on.
I was at the movie like, wait, fuck, it's over?
By the
When they
way,
hit it,
Noah,
oh,
you need to
Spider-Man
check the
across the
comments, bro.
Spider-Verse. Like,
Check the
yeah,
comments, Noah.
I was shocked.
And I promise you, if they bring Tom or if they bring all three of them with Miles, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I still say, what? Never mind. We'll talk about it. But Noah, check those comments. Look at what just happened.
Are you talking about this one?
Oh yeah. Oh boy, Morph. Woo!
hot takes.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Listen, on this
Horrible.
podcast, everyone's free to have their opinions, no matter how wrong they may or may not be. And with that, we'll move on to Spider Noir.
So
I'm torn on this one. I'm so torn on this one.
I know
Oh,
where
dude.
I'm putting it. I know where I'm putting it.
what are you putting it?
I'm putting it at amazing
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
because I think when we get the
I'm so
second
torn.
season, I think we're gonna get so much more, and I
Yep.
think
Yeah.
that's gonna be a superior season.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, it's a really good fucking show and a really
is.
good
Yeah.
iteration of an original story. I am very excited to
Thank
see
you.
where they're going with it. Yeah, amazing.
This-
100%.
This is the first time I felt. This is the first time I felt that you had, like you said, Noah, an original story that deviated from the origin and actually did a great fucking job.
It did it justice.
It went
did it
away
justice.
from the source material, and they did a
Yeah.
great fucking job with this.
Yeah.
I know
100%.
Nicolas Cage is also supposed to be older in this too. Like he portrays old Spider-Man, and Nicolas Cage is older.
Mhm.
Dude, it did not matter. He was amazing in this in the show. It honestly felt like a long movie. It was so good, and we got so many great
Oh
like,
god, I'm torn.
original versions of character new villains.
I hate
too.
you,
It was
Marcus.
So good. It was so
No,
good.
you're not gonna hate me. You're gonna see why I'm torn.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, gotcha.
I'm torn.
I already know what he's gonna say. I already know what he's gonna
Yeah,
say.
But you know what, though?
Ian knows.
Yeah, you know what though? I'm not gonna lie because I didn't talk much about Across the Spider-Verse, but guys, Across the Spider-Verse, man, was super well done. I love that they played on his culture as well for Miles.
Yes.
That you saw it, like when his mom flipped out on him for getting a B in Spanish.
Mhm.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And then when she snapped, if you pause it, when she snaps the Puerto Rican,
Yeah, there's
flag
like a Puerto
pops
Rican
up.
flag.
Yeah, you know, it was so good. But I loved everything about that movie, man. And
It was
but
such
yeah,
a gorgeous. It was such a brilliant and beautiful movie.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but the Spider Noir, man. I would, if you want to be totally honest, I would do what Melissa did for one of the movies. I would put it in between Superior and Amazing because, dude, fuck, man, that was such a good show. I mean,
That's
we got
what
to
I'm
see.
torn about. That's what I'm fucking
we
torn
got to
about. I'm
see
torn
Man
between
Spider.
the two.
Everyone said Man Spider wouldn't work, and it totally worked.
Yeah.
Man, we got to see Man Spider.
yeah.
We got to see a whole bunch of stuff that was absolutely fantastic. The stories, the twists, you know what I mean? And to make it feel like it's an OG. Like I saw it in color and in black and white, and the
I haven't
color
seen it in
one,
color yet.
I preferred it in color. Even
Yeah,
though
I
I was like, I try to be a purist. I'm like, yeah, black and white is the way to go, man. I am so glad I watched it in color, man. It was
Amazing.
absolutely amazing. It looked
Yes.
like an old school film, dude. It was
Yes.
awesome.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So, like I said, man, I was torn between trying to decide whether to put it Superior or Amazing because it's like it was so damn good, well written. Both
Mhm.
versions were beautiful to watch, and again, like Colors was my favorite because it reminded me of what I loved about Dick Tracy in the '90s. You know, with the vibrant colors and stuff. The acting was phenomenal. Even the hammy acting with who was supposed to be Electro, but what was his name again?
Megawatt.
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 You know,
Yeah,
he was like over the top hammy, but it fit.
I loved it. I loved
fit,
it
and
so
I
much.
loved it.
Mm.
I loved it.
Because he was a
Wardrobe
theater
was great.
actor.
Yeah, the wardrobe. Yep.
Yeah.
Like you said, he was a theater actor, so that extra gravitas or bravado came out of him, and I liked it. Man, everything about it. Brendan Gleeson, great as the villain. You know what I mean? Brendan
Yeah.
Gleeson was Danny Houston as Sam.
Yep.
It's Flynn
Yep.
Marco also. You know, and of course I love Grace Park. You know, after
Yep.
doing Sinners and then jumping into this.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And then also Nicolas Cage, when he was behind the mask, had the
Yeah.
Yep.
quippiness
Yep.
of Spider-Man still.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was just like, damn it, man. This is it,
Yeah.
you know? And then they
And I
like
know
Noah said,
legally they
played-
said, well, I know they said legally they couldn't allow him or the stunt actor or whatever to do certain things as Spidey.
Mhm.
Being that Amazon was hosting this and stuff, so it was certain move sets that they couldn't do and stuff, but it still worked. I mean, the
Yeah.
show was just, dude, it was perfect, man. So I don't know, I might put it as superior.
There you go. I'm not
Yeah,
mad
I
at
might
it.
put it- I might-
No
I
matter
might
at
put it-
all. Yeah,
We
not
got
But
a-
like
at
the
all.
reason why I was torn, because like Noah, I feel like the second season is going to even elevate it more.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
100%.
So we got one superior, one in between, and one amazing. Which unfortunately, I feel like if you're in between, it's got to go into the amazing category.
Oh, I
But,
think it's superior. There, you can put it right back up.
There we go.
we
There we
yeah,
go.
we'll throw it back up.
I love Spider Noir.
And I'm not even mad.
And
at
I
that
only
because-
watched it. I only watched it in black and white as well. I haven't seen it in
Uh,
color
Oh,
yet.
Lucas, you gotta watch it.
Oh, you got to see it in color,
certain
dude.
scenes in color because I felt it tonally correct to like switch it over. Like there's
gotta watch, bro.
the first episode with Felicia, or I think her name is Felicia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Cat. Black Cat.
Black
yeah.
Cat. She's singing a song, and as she starts singing, I stopped. I was like, "Holy shit!" It would be gorgeous if the actual show went from black and white to color while she starts singing this song, because
actually would have been
it was one of those things that like it would have been such a great like
They
artistic
should
Think
have
about
piece.
that.
That would
That's a
have been
good
perfect.
choice. That
I
was a
would
good
have been
choice.
awesome.
I do
I'm not mad at
love
that.
and it still looks great in black and white. I did rewatch it in black and white as well. But I saw that scene for the first time in color because I was like, holy shit, let me pause. This seems like
And that was her
might be
singing
the
too.
moment.
That
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
watch
also-
it. Watch
no,
it all in
no,
color, and you're gonna be shocked, bro.
Yeah, I'll
And
have to. I'll
especially-
have to.
Especially, I love that they made his spider webs black. In this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I saw that. I
Yeah.
think it looked pretty grayish, if not like almost whitish in black and white sometimes. So it's
Yeah.
like that's just because of the shading. But
Yeah.
black
My-
webs are certainly interesting.
My only gripe with it was I did not like Lonnie's design. That was it.
Oh, Tombstone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah.
Because
Tombstone's
They made him
design.
look too
Yeah.
much. I love that
Well-
character and I love his character. You know what I mean? But they made him look too
His
much like
design,
a Klingon,
yeah.
man.
His
they
makeup
made him
design
like a
was
Klingon.
horrible.
I
Yeah.
think the
Yeah.
whole point of that was like they were all supposed to be based off animals or
He was
s-
like
of
a
Yeah.
crab or a
kind of
lobster.
sort.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know what
It's supposed to be a
Flint
crab or a
still was.
lobster because
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a hard shell.
Well, so I
Because-
thought they said in the show that it was like an armadillo because it looked a lot like an armadillo.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Something.
But
he
it
was
something.
it was something. It wasn't
Yeah.
the greatest choice for the design. But they
It
tried.
was- the actor was
But his
great.
character,
Yeah.
the way he handled
Yeah.
his character, he was perfect.
I think it was great that they didn't make him like a super huge part of the show, but he was big in his own way.
Important.
Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
still had
100%.
importance.
I agree.
The whole detective plot line of this show went so insanely
Oh.
hard. Me and Noah talked about it a bit after we watched it, and like him being Ben Reilly being an actual like detective and trying to figure out clues and go along this long like path of trying to figure out what's actually happening is really well done, and it's very noir. know. But I don't know. It just really worked. I had an issue that it was just a lack of action for me, but I know people are old, it happens.
Apparently, I'm looking it up now. Apparently, I guess they didn't reveal it too much, but according to all these websites and yada yada, it's supposed to be based off of alligator or crocodile skin.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Still look like a Klingon to me, but
Oh yeah, yeah.
Piece was a little much. The headpiece was a little much.
All right. Anybody disagree? Anybody else not putting it in superior, or should we keep it at superior?
No,
I think
we
it's
got
good
that.
there.
Yeah,
I think it's
we're
good
Okay.
there.
All right. So I can show you how I would rank these in like how I think that they should go personally. I think that looks good to me. If for anyone who did, yeah, go ahead. We can throw out your disagreeals.
Yeah, no.
So if
I
it's
would
closer
definitely
to
put-
the edge, is that better or is that worse?
This
Yeah.
is
No,
the-
if you put it to the left,
left.
it's better.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
me personally, I will go across the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Cross the Spider-Verse should be first.
Yep.
Yep.
Into the Spider-Verse second.
Yep. I agree with that.
No Way
Yeah.
Home third.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, actually, I will put.
No, I'd say No Way Home second. No Way Home second for me.
I would actually put Spider. Shit. Would I put Spider Noir above No Way Home? Yeah, I would put Spider Noir third for me. Personally.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Like
Whoa, buddy.
that
Whoa.
No Way
It was
Home,
good,
man,
but it
I'm
wasn't that
torn. It's
good.
interchangeable for me. It's actually
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Spider-Man 2, last. Yeah.
Oh,
I would do that. That looks good to me.
I completely disagree.
I say No Way Home second.
Okay, fair.
Oof.
Oh, we're into
Yeah,
the
I say
Spider-Verse?
no way. Yeah, I say No Way Home second.
Interesting.
I say Spider-Man 2 then next,
No.
and then I would say Into the Spider-Verse and then Noir.
No. Whoa.
I'm
Oh.
willing to yield Spider-Man 2, even though but I would put it there. I don't think Spider-Man Noir trumps these.
No.
I'm gonna
but-
say
That might be that might be fair. I'll agree with that.
I'm gonna say I don't think Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse should be anywhere above. Actually, Across the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, and Into the Spider-Verse should not be above Spider-Man 2, only because they're multiverse storylines, and that is not what Spider-Man's about.
I mean, that's a fair opinion.
I only
As far as
disagree
quality
because
fit,
when it comes to Spider-Man stories, Spider-Verse is really cool, yes, but it has always been supplementary to Spider-Man on his own, doing what he.
But we're
needs to
also talking about ranking the movie as a whole.
I would just unfortunately keep Spider-Man 2 above. I just like Spider-Man 2.
I personally would
Wow,
still fight.
okay.
I would fight to do this. I would fight to put it right in the middle. Honestly, I agree
what I
with
got.
the multiverse. Like what you're saying is multiverse. I think that does kind of take away from it in some aspect, but not like as a movie, but like if you're ranking it like just
Spider-Man.
like, I get it. But at the same but also in the same regard, I really do enjoy the Spider-Man 2 storyline. So I would fight to put it Spider-Man 2 in the middle.
Well, Melissa, you're the last one to vote.
Come on, Melissa.
I know, right? Well, I only have it's between Spider-Man 2 and No Way Home, and the only reason why I would say Spider-Man 2 would come over No Way Home is because without Spider-Man 2, you can't have the funny moment with all three Spider-Man. So like
That's fair.
I know,
That's
I
fair.
know.
That's
And-
fair.
It's fair.
Like,
It's fair.
Me and Ian are cringing right now.
But
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She has
That's
a valid point. She got a valid point.
You do got a valid
And
point.
for-
I do agree with you.
And one thing I have to say, like, it's hard to put noir in any of the categories with this because, like, it's so much content, and it's like it would be a 5 hours plus movie. How many episodes was it? 9,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it would have been like a 9-hour movie compared to like this. It would have been all of them put together.
Yeah.
But I feel like noir itself has its own category. Like it just such a mature Spider-Man compared to all these other ones that we've been talking about, right? Because even in the Spider-Verse, Miles is a teenager, right? Or even in
Yeah.
his 20s, right?
That's-
So for me, like that's like the ultimate reboot of Spider-Man and like his personality. But yeah. For me,
Yeah.
I liked the Universe 2, Spider-Man 2, No Way Home, the first one, and then I'll keep Noir right there just
All right.
because I feel like he needs to be in his own category. I don't.
All right, I guess that's the ranking.
I
then.
can yield to it. I still can't agree, but I can yield.
I think it's probably gonna end up staying like this. Unless
Alright,
yeah, I think that's
I think it's
legit.
gonna end up staying like this.
I'm a
Have
little
to
mad at it, but I'll agree. I'll take it there. I'm a little mad at it, but
I
I'll
think
take
we're
it.
all a little. I think we're all a little mad. I think we're all a little mad.
We've all got our own hangups when it comes to
But
these movies.
Yeah, there's Cat. There's so many like different opinions that I feel like this is kind of where it's going to end up falling, anyways.
Yeah.
For I mean,
Oh.
I'm gonna throw mine out there. I think that this is as is.
Whoa,
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll leave it as is.
I think that
as
Amazing
is,
is as is.
I would disagree.
Yeah, as long as 2 stays on the bottom, that's fine with me.
And I would disagree with
I
that.
would put it. I would drop it down a fucking tier if I could, man. We would all do stuff if we could.
Yeah, no. I would put Spider-Man 1, TASM 2, amazing at the end of that. Because Spider-Man 1 is legit for the time it came out, with everything that it had going for it. You know, that is the OG one that started it all, and for its time that it came out was absolutely ungodly. So
For
that's
the
why
Green Goblin alone, I'll agree with Spider-Man 1 at the front of the line.
I would put Spider-Man 1, TASM 2, and then amazing at the end.
Oh, we got 2 votes to keep it this way.
I don't know. I think it should just go 1-1-2. Spider-Man,
yes,
Amazing
1,
Spider-Man
2.
2.
Correct.
So we have 2 people who want to
see the reason why I got
opposite.
The reason why I got TASM over Spider-Man 1, man, because to me it was just a more complete, perfect trail of Peter and Spidey.
I don't
his
know.
persona, his grief.
Which I agree
No,
with.
I agree. Look, I agree with
100%.
that. Hence why I would have TASM 2 in number 2. But I don't know. That's up to Melissa too. There's another tiebreaker for Melissa.
Melissa hasn't seen the Andrew movies though.
I have. No, well, I technically like
she hasn't seen
because I like the first Spider-Man. So I like the first Spider-Man. I didn't see the other 2, so I can't rank them.
Oh,
But
damn.
for me,
all right, so
so
that's us, boys.
mine would have
So what do
been
you think?
mine would have been the Spider-Man first.
I guess Spider-Man 1
There are
goes
3
over.
votes to keep this
guess
movie in
Spider-Man 1
front.
goes over.
All right, we can keep it that way. I'm not mad at it.
I'm saying there's 3 votes definitively to keep the Amazing Spider-Man 1 in front.
Yeah, but I would put TASM 2 in front of Spider-Man 1. Definitely.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Marcus? Where do you have it at?
I mean, I love both of them equally, but I got it like I do have it like this stuff.
All right, so
And
we'll
I
keep it
could
like this.
switch TASM 2 and Spider-Man 1, interchangeably. I could switch them, but they're all
All right,
great
for the good of the
films.
colony, we'll keep it.
Like, all 3 of them.
No, for the good of the colony, we'll keep it.
Yeah.
Heel Danny's taking a break tonight.
Heel Danny's tired.
Heel Danny's
Heel
tired.
Danny's been at the airport all day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All
No,
right,
we
for
can
Heel Danny's
leave.
sake,
This
I
has-
think
So,
this
yeah.
is simple.
Thank you,
I
Noah.
would.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I was willing to
Yeah.
take it. Even if we don't care,
Yeah.
I'd like
Yeah.
to
I was
put
gonna
that.
say, let's just keep it simple. I think that
And
that's
it's like I
I
don't even hate Brand New Day. I really don't hate that movie. It's not super duper bad to me. It's just not better than Far From Home, and even Far From Home. isn't
Homecoming, you
even-
mean?
Oh yeah, Homecoming. Blah, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, you saw Brand New Day already? Like,
I was like, damn, dog.
Big hit, baby.
Everybody
my
dies.
personal want would be to put Homecoming last. Honestly, if we're being fair, I think I put Homecoming last. Like
I
just in
would
general,
not.
I think it's probably the worst Spider-Man movie we have. But I know it's late,
Nah,
but
it's
before
not
we go,
worse.
I
It's
just wanted
not
to get
worse.
an
It's not
overall
great.
consensus of where we think that Brand New Day is going to rank
Fuck
before we
off,
see it.
dude.
Ooh.
I would say
Oh.
amazing.
I think this movie
I
is
think
going to be superior. That's just
I think
wishful
it's gonna
thinking, though.
be amazing.
That's also
I-
where I'm saying.
Noah.
Amazing.
I think it's going to be amazing. But it depends on cameos. It also depends on the storyline.
Story and the acting.
Yep.
Yes, I will say
think,
this
honestly,
webbing
that's the
though,
most
this-
important thing at this point. Was the story,
the
the
webbing
acting.
that they're showing in the commercials, though.
I
probably the
agree. I
best
think
webbing
it's
I've
going to be
seen.
amazing. I'm not bold enough to say that I think that this is going to be ranked up here with any of these people. When I'm not a fan of any of Tom's Spider-Man. Well, I'm sorry, with the exception of No Way Home, but not because of Tom. Unfortunately, or Tom Spider-Man story. But this looks amazing.
This
Not
is gonna be the
superior,
first
amazing.
movie
And
that
I
I
got
buy.
faith
on
in-
Yeah,
DVD.
you know what though?
I got faith in the director,
Mhm.
I got.
picked him to
I.
direct
I'm
because
going to
what
listen.
he
I'm
did with
going.
Wonder
You know
Man,
me.
dude.
You know me. I always have low expectations going in this movie, like in
Yeah.
all movies. However, with this being said, what I've seen so far is good. There's
Mhm.
some stuff that I have questions on, like
Yep.
the
Yeah.
fucking organic webbing. Why are we giving him
Yeah.
organic webbing, stuff like that? I have so many fucking questions, but
Yep.
I will say my expectations are actually higher from what I've seen because the suit looks incredible. The fighting looks incredible already. A
Yes.
lot. So I'm going to leave it. I hate to say this because I usually don't do this with movies, so I don't have my hopes up too high. I will leave it at amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
will
it,
put it at amazing.
I'm have high hopes for this movie. So
Yeah. I'm gonna put it at amazing.
I unfortunately do is like I have to have high hopes as well because it's also Spider-Man, and I just love Spider-Man so much.
Hey, baby, you know me.
But it genuinely does look good. It looks like we also are potentially getting a Hulk done right. We'll see. But like again, like yeah,
it's the best looking suit so far.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it's also one of the only suits that I've seen that isn't doused with CGI, taking away all the folds and crevices.
Yeah, and we're getting a lot of RT shots, which I love. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Melissa, what do you think?
I don't know.
Great.
I don't know if any of you all. So the actor that's playing Crondon, that's playing Tombstone. I don't know if you all had heard or seen. Well, it was animated, obviously. Heard his performance in the role before, and he was perfect at Tombstone. And then if you ever watched him on Black Lightning,
Black Lightning, he was awesome.
He was
nice.
Fucking amazing.
I've seen
his
some
clapbacks in Black Lightning.
100%.
Just look up his character in Black Lightning and just watch.
Well, man, dude, if you have not seen that show, that
you
show
ain't
was
even gotta
phenomenal.
watch the show. Just watch his scenes and you will crack up.
Shit was awesome,
Like he was
dude.
perfect.
Yeah.
So the fact that
100%.
they're fighting him makes me feel like Tombstone is really gonna play a major role in this movie, and I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Tombstone is such an interesting character because he switches back and forth. So, like, I'm curious, really curious to see what they're gonna do with him.
Yeah.
So
100%. I agree.
Yeah. Melissa, where do you think you got this at?
I have it at like amazing. I think it might be pretty amazing. Once it comes out, I'll know if I'm gonna like move it up higher or if it's gonna be more of a all right, it was cool. But just the way it's been, pushed out there, I have a feeling it's gonna be pretty decent. Especially, I liked No Way Home, so that was like the last one, right? Yeah. No.
Yes, No Way Home was the last one.
Okay.
Live action, yeah.
So
yes.
So I'm hoping that like the maturity of that film compared to the other Holland films like transfers better into this one, and they get some more stuff like right. But I don't know. Maybe I have high hopes for movies.
And the only thing I loved about this trailer too, to piggyback off you, Melissa, the only thing that I think honestly is that finally we're not getting the fucking entire movie ruined for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, they've already given away so much themselves. There's not much that can be ruined.
Well, what I'm saying is the stuff that they gave away is on repeat, which is great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like they're giving us any more, you know what I mean? To be like, oh man, fuck.
Do you think we're gonna get a second trailer before this movie drops, or do you think we're just gonna have
we got another teaser. I sent it to Ian. We got another teaser.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And it was him in the jail cell, and it sounded like Edith was talking to him, right?
Oh,
because the voice sounds like Edith. I could be wrong, but basically she's just like, it seems like a mutation is happening due to your emotions, and then all of a sudden that's when it shows super strength, organic webbing. Like she says, like she's listing the things that we already seen, but a little bit more elaborate, which is cool.
Is Edith going to be the one character that remembers Peter Parker as Spider-Man, and that's the character they're hinting at?
Ah, no, please.
And we also, I know nobody else saw it, but there is a clip out there, Lucas, that the beginning of the fight scene with Spidey and Hulk in the apartment building.
Yeah, I saw that.
You see, but you see Frank emptying the whole clip of his rifle into him.
Yeah, it's like when he slides him under and he's like shooting.
Yeah.
No. It's like he's in a hallway and he's just blasting at Hulk. It's like trying to, he's absorbing the bullets and stuff before Spidey comes in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
I think my favorite thing to come out of the promotional material for this movie is you're just saying that because you don't want to fight the Hulk, huh?
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't
Well,
wait.
would anybody? Probably not. But with that, I think that's gonna be our ranking, and we'll keep this so we can revisit it after we see after we see Brand New Day, and after we all like actually can sit down and rewatch all of these films and in their extended glory.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And this is
other
our
than that,
longest podcast too.
I don't think my opinions are gonna change with these extended cuts. I can't lie. Ugh. I don't know.
Listen, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, guys. Yeah, I mean, I hope everyone has a good night. I hope everyone has a good morning. I have to be up soon, so I'm gonna cut this. We're heading out, guys. I hope everyone has a good night. And we'll see you
See
Sunday.
you guys Sunday for Nerd Box, the Howling Hour.
Bye.
All right.
Remember when Spider-Man was a baby dancing? I love that.
Yeah.
You remember when the lady was playing on the ukulele? Spider-Man.
With that, I'm gonna end the stream.